xenomorph are in the same universe as our characters. Because if that were true, that'd be a very scary place.
Oh, you
I
got it.
wouldn't want to live
Nice.
there.
Hey,
You're too
my
slow.
chat is still broken, but such is life.
What do you mean your chat's broken?
They're dead.
I have to open it in a separate window to see it.
Oh, so you
On the
broke.
bright side, it unfucks my super chat, so I can actually see the ones that arrived before the stream started. So it's a win-lose situation.
It's a sidestep.
Bart is failing.
Robert Gilpin says, "Hello, Arch. Your RP solid hot cup of cocoa on a warm winter's day. Listened to you from the beginning, and your content has meant much to me over the years. Thank you a lot, sir. But now is not the time for sentimentality, because Kyle is going to shill stuff on my channel. I should make him pay me. That's what I should do.
Actually, I do need to shill the Discord for our channel. Maybe we can also drop a link for your Discord because some people have a hard time finding it. But
yeah, no, that's not a problem. Just as soon as I see the $200, shall we say, private on my account, we can.
Bart's just like, no, that's intentional.
No, don't worry
You
about
don't
it.
like new people.
Blonde people.
It's a feature, not a bug. But yes, these are the models that a very nice fan made for us initially, just a fan product, and we've expanded upon that little fan project, and they are looking pretty damn good. Like, first and foremost, like, the first time I saw one of the models, I was like, that looks like it's from the RP, but no, it can't be. It's way too fucking good.
Yep.
It's like, they're
But then
really,
he was
really
told-
good, super high detailed.
And then he was told, no, the fan actually does this professionally. And they
Yes.
saw this.
He does
and
such
they
a
tried
good
to make
job
models for it.
that I was like, hey, you want to make minis for my tabletop game? And he's like, I guess. And it's like, oh, nice. Score. He's actually pretty
Kyle's
chill,
never
dude.
met a friend he didn't want to exploit.
Hold on.
It's
I
true.
pay him.
You know,
But you're
Arch,
not
maybe
wrong,
you're
yeah.
right. Maybe you should do another vampire campaign with him. That's very vampire.
Where did I put the download link? I saw it in
I like
there
how
a fucking
Kyle
second
thought
ago.
about objecting there and was like, actually, yes, I do.
Yeah, generally I do. It's true.
He's very Sargonian in that respect. Like, there's no friendship he will not monetize.
Like, if I can profit from it, I'll find a fucking way.
He was like, the other day he's like, yes, I love my family. They give me free food.
All right.
Yep.
So the first link I'm going to drop. This link, you should be able to. You should be fine. Be sure to save this file, chat, and back it up because it's not going to be up there forever. We will transfer this file to a more permanent file hosting site like Mega, probably tonight. This one's only a temporary link. It'll only last a week. So download it, back up those files. You should be able to print it without actually needing help, because apparently a lot of people have been printing them. And we've been using this to test the apparatus for our support for the miniatures we're producing on the side. But if you need help, join this Discord, and there's a person named Fairman. Ask Fairman for help if you need help. In the hashtag Terrestrial War section, we've set up a temporary support thing. So if you have issues and you need help getting the print, or they're just not working out, you can contact at Fairman. And Fairman is willing to help you guys out, along with the modeler Baffios as well. So they should work. You shouldn't actually need any help, or you shouldn't even need to join. But if you do, just poke at them.
We should set up a channel in one or both of the Discords for people to post pictures once they've printed them and painted them, so we can show those on the stream at a later date.
Yeah, if you want to paint them, and in Arch's Discord, I don't know where you post them actually.
I'll make a channel for it.
Okay, Disco make a channel for that. In our Discord, just post it under the fan art section. And we'll grab them when they're painted and done, and we'll pull them up. We do have some fan art to show before the stream starts, now that we've gotten that out of the way. Let's show fan art. First one we have is from Dan. Lazy fan art, didn't even draw it. Oh, it's so tiny.
Ungrateful.
Morangatoo put more effort in his fan art, I'm just saying. Ludmilla got BTFO'd. He finally saw that episode. And then the next fan art we have is from Moringa2. This one is, I will assume that's Cricket. That's Karsnicket. And, Karsnicket imagining himself being backstabbed, but he's happy about it because, he's like, you know, that's what a Skaven, you know, that's a virtue in Skaven society. If you-
No. Remember, you were saying that, or Karsnicket was saying that reminded him of when he was basically his age.
Oh, yeah.
Ah, just like me.
Just like me. The good old days, if you will. We had one more, didn't we? Hold on, let me look. Let me check my server. Maybe I didn't post it here. Fan art. Yeah, no? Yeah, we did. Alright, I'll post it here for you, Disco, and then you can share it on the other one. And then here we have an MS Paint fan art, which I always appreciate. Because I'm not sure if that's supposed to be a cat. I think that's supposed to be the wolf rat, to be honest. Hi, my name is Nero. I want to bonk Grimgore. Hi, my name is Grazzle. I want an army of pets and lots of big guns. This is written by a Belgian, so you'll have to, you know, forgive the writing. Hi, my name is Raditaire. I want to eat the whole world. And then, hi, my name is Karsnicket. I want to fuck up everything and everyone. That's true. Character motivations established. Look at that. Deductive work. Look at that deductive reasoning.
Seems
Down.
accurate.
Perfect. And that's everything. We're done. Time to begin RP. And somebody's still not connected. It's me. There you go.
Technically not true.
Where's
There's one
Dev?
other.
Where's Dev?
Dev!
Where's Dev?
We bought you time,
Attempting
Dev.
resolve connection to server.
Dev, how could you?
Dev, it's time for you to
You have
dox
the
yourself. Hold
updates
still.
for this week, yeah?
Alright, I guess I'll update it.
Well, the thing is, even if you don't update when you try to connect, the server should know you don't have it, and you'll just download the update anyway.
Dev is
It'll
failing.
just take a while.
Oh,
Yeah.
there's 19 updates.
Yes,
is
there
failing.
are several updates.
This is factually correct.
This is simply how the internet works, Dev.
Okay,
You'll
it's
have
done
to
updating.
update things.
It's already done.
Yep, this week's wasn't too bad.
Fiber optic internet, Arch. You gotta get some.
Well, they are actually planning on bringing something in my general direction. Some point in the nearish quasi-esque future. I'll just have to dig about 2 kilometers worth of holes in the ground.
So soon TM.
Yeah,
Just pay
soon
Gibbs to
TM.
do it.
I don't think
Oh,
he
no,
wants
I've-
the holes to be squiggly.
Yeah, I've already paid someone else to do it. I'm gonna dig a fair bit myself too, because I have a tractor. And the tractor moves dirt.
I am not an excavator, you savage. Yeah,
I
about
used
that.
to be one.
I've worked with
Well,
lines.
I'm not.
After
I
you
want
took
to
down
keep
the
my
power
power lines.
lines.
So
It was the same job, yeah.
Dev's like, it's fine. You got fiber optic now. And Arch is like, yeah, but I don't have any fucking electricity.
complicates matters,
Yeah.
frankly.
Just a little.
Dev.
Nice of you to offer, though. However malicious the offer may theoretically be.
There may be strings attached.
Now, last time you ventured off into a cave and you found some chaos dwarves and you failed miserably to get the nice, big, beautiful treasure chest I'd left out in the open for you.
You didn't leave it out in the open for us. You'd let them take it.
Essentially left it out.
You had them already running away with it.
To be fair, I could have been more aggressive. It's just didn't necessarily know how hard those were going, or the guns were going to hit, and how many of them there were because Rattata decided to scout the other direction. And then
It's
when
a
we
thing as
triggered
well.
the trap door, all of a sudden people were alerted. The badness happened. You know, these things happen.
Hmm.
Oh yeah, that's right. And we captured one of them stunty fucks. Had to beat the shit out of him with unarmored combat.
Oh, we need to roll for the raiders.
Yep,
Disco,
that's
since you
true.
remembered it first, you can roll it.
What do I need to roll?
Roll good.
2d20.
2d20s. Okay, well. Oh, I didn't need. No, that's more than 2. God damn it. Right, so I want. Oh, I want 20 of them. What the hell, game?
As usual, Disco's greed overwhelms her.
For fuck's sake, I'll just fucking type it.
That's what I always do. Makes it easier. It's the
10.
die wag. Well, it is
Hope
an
we
average
burst.
result.
It is an average result.
With my
That is
luck,
correct.
could be worse.
They are now sitting at 101 warp tokens.
We need more
Yay.
hands. Get us more now.
Oops.
Probably right if we wanted to. We could buy some stuff, but I would recommend waiting until we get to the big boy Skaven settlement before we can start spending those.
We want to build
Speaking
up our
of,
city.
you have captured yourself one reticent and highly combative dwarf, and Dev found a strange marking on a family altar-looking thing in the back of the cave with a symbol that looked an awful lot like your dragon ring.
Is there a map current?
That is where you find yourself.
I see the map troll.
There is
cave.
not a
It's
map
all-
currently, no.
all black. Okay. Okay.
Just take
Well-
that over.
Oh, is that a hidden map, Arch?
No, not yet.
So, I couldn't read whatever markings there were, but I think someone here can read. This is dwarf, right? Someone can read dwarf.
I
Can any of
can
you read dwarf?
speak dwarf. Reading dwarf is different
Is it?
because the system itself explicitly distinguishes
Oh,
between
yeah.
reading and writing and speaking. Because clan chieftains get the skill explicitly to read and write.
Right.
Yep, because literacy rates. Yep. Ancient times and all
And
that.
also consider Skaven society. You don't want other Skaven to be smarter than you, so you don't teach them stuff.
Well, I do have reading and writing, but I don't have the language. So I guess I could read it phonetically, but I don't know what it means.
I would assume that means if you... I would assume it means you can read and write the language you primarily know, so you could probably read Queekish.
I have three languages, but none of them are.
This is one thing I don't know if the game system specifically says how that works, because it's like, sure, you can read and write, but like you said, there are different languages. So would that cover all of your known languages?
I mean, probably.
Well,
Now,
at this point, I'm asking Arch.
I'm going to interject here because we do have a tool at our disposal. We have our captured little stunty. Perhaps he can read it.
Perhaps he's capable of understanding letters. Perhaps not. I mean, he's just a dwarf after all.
Perhaps.
How much do you truly expect out of him?
Yeah,
Yeah,
the
and
bar
also
is
don't-
quite low.
Also, don't forget he's Chaos Dwarf, and this crypt we're in is a regular dwarf crypt.
Well, we're assuming a lot here, but we need to discover more things. It's time for us to use the spiky dwarf.
The
No, we
area
don't.
of Red Eye Mountain. Well, no.
We don't know about this
Red Eye
crypt. We don't know
Mountain. I'm
anything.
talking about the region, not this crypt.
Yes,
I'm
but
saying
we're
the region
we're
is regular.
that
dwarf.
doesn't matter. We're in the crypt. So either way, we'll poke at the dwarf and see if he knows anything. If he doesn't, well, poop. We tried.
The dwarf is unconscious?
That's very inconvenient, but get some water
Hold on.
and we'll splash him.
Have we tied him up yet?
Do we have any
Fuzzy
bars?
Mike here.
Just, I don't know, just pee on him or something.
There. No more mic problems,
him up.
chat. I forgot to turn off my
Let's tie him
fan.
up. Before we wake him up, let's tie him up. Arch, I want it on record. I'm tying him up.
With what rope, Dev?
I have rope.
Okay.
Okay, so when he inevitably breaks the rope, it's going to be your rope that's lost, not mine.
Is it?
You just said it's your rope, so yeah.
Wait, where's my rope? Did I lose it earlier?
Not to my knowledge.
Is there no rope in your inventory, Dev?
I think I must have used the rope somewhere else, and like we like went down a wall.
I know
or
there's a
something,
rope in
or-
my inventory.
Oh,
Why would you
took my
ever
rope?
remove your rope out of your
No.
inventory, you muppet?
Apparently, at some point, I picked up 4 units of 20 yards of rope.
Yeah, I remember when you
I
bought
do remember
those.
us buying those.
Mhm.
You were
You
like,
got
I
all
think
of our
we might
rope."
need some rope for something. I'm gonna buy some rope. Yeah, I do remember you doing that.
Arches, or no, that was when Hans was going on a tangent about generic things you need in D&D
Yeah,
games.
I remember. That's why I remember it.
Yeah.
The rest of
Where's
us
the-
were like,
wh-
okay,
where's our
Hans,
tent?
whatever.
Yeah,
and
well,
you're
right,
like,
sure,
let
whatever.
me explain to you
He's
why
like-
you need rope. And we're
It's
like,
like,
no, just
no, we
buy
know,
it.
just buy the rope, Hans.
Yeah, where's my 10-foot folding stick, damn it?
He's like, "Heat."
Where's my
Okay,
bag of
so-
marbles?
Can you tie him up with one of our ropes?
I believe that is
Oh.
physically within my power.
Our ropes. They're the party's ropes now.
No.
They're on my
Barch,
character sheet.
when I look at the dwarf, what does my character see on the ground?
No dwarf.
Yeah, but what physical features? Is he wearing anything or what?
No, he's buck-ass naked for some mystical reason.
Good. I'm just making sure that we stripped him. It's not a
no.
mystical
That would
reason.
be weird if he was just fucking
His
naked.
body's
wouldn't
got
it?
spontaneously growing dwarf armor for some fucking
Temptation to
reason.
smack that dwarven anvil ass rising.
He appears like your regular chaos dwarf. His little snaggle-toothed mouth. His beard has some simple ornamentations in it, mostly carved wood, bronze, brass, useless shit. He has armor, light armor, padded cloth, essentially, a little bit of leather here and there, nothing too impressive. And he had a shield and a military pick, which have. You can have the shield if you want, but the pick mysteriously disappears into the ether, like so much things do in these
You touch
campaigns.
it and it just falls.
Just say it
turns
was
to ash.
shattered into pieces in battle.
Mostly because of the annoyingness of bookkeeping. It's like you're carrying 6 swords, 5 spears, 2.5 arrows.
Ah,
But what about the half arrow from the fucking chicken we shot?
What about the arrowheads that you retrieved from the corpses, but you broke the shaft whilst doing it?
Yeah. And while we're at it, what's your fletching level at?
That's true. What is your fletching level, Kyle?
that's a good question. I don't know.
But he doesn't look like anything like unusual for a chaos dwarves from your limited experience with his kind.
2 legs, 2 arms.
I bet he's a ratist too.
I mean, Chaos Dwarf, probably. Statistically extremely likely.
Yep. Is he awake yet?
Nah.
To be fair, Gnarl beat the shit out of him, so he's probably going to be out for a bit.
Violence. Too much violence is never the answer.
That doesn't line up with what my handbook says.
This does not mean you are completely without recourse, though. Like, waking him up would be one thing now that he's securely tied up. As securely tied up as a rope will ever be around a dwarf, anyways.
Let's
You
wake him up
could,
then.
I can't remember. Did we determine the
scrub.
pedestal itself was not magical?
The pedestal is not magical. It is merely a family altar.
Okay.
Besides, the dwarves aren't too keen on magic most of the time.
Oh, no, I thought runes still, like, exuded some magic sense.
Yes. Unless they're hidden with runes of anti-magic. In which case, I could spring a magic trap on you, which would be a little funny.
Uh-huh.
Yes,
think
the
it would be.
ever escalating race between encryption and decryption, but with magic.
But with magic. Well, what do you wish to do now?
We wake him up.
You can
Well,
try.
Yeah. Try waking him up normally, and if not, use a little bit of water. See if that does the trick.
A little bit of water.
A little bit of piss.
Yeah, I don't have any water. I could pee on him though.
There you go.
None of you need to pee right now.
You don't get to determine my
Yeah, you don't
urinal
get to determine
functions.
if I need
You don't
pee
get to
or not.
determine how scared my rat is.
Squirts fear of musk in his nose. He's like, ugh.
Quirt's fear of musk.
Yes, Elon Musk.
The fear of musk. Excuse me, are you a journalist working for the Washington Herald or something?
Psh, I mean, Karsnick,
To
yes.
say the musk of fear.
Yeah, I meant to say that, but it doesn't matter. Karsnick's now a journalist
You could
working for
be- You
CNN.
could fear the musk. You could fear the musk of fear.
To be fair, you can fear the musk. There's a lot of people who are apparently very afraid of the musk right now.
Oh, I used to go.
Allegedly.
Not the individual attacking me.
It's not fair now that we're getting to roughly equal playing fields.
Yeah, pretty much.
You could try to wake him up. Do you have a medical test somebody can make? Has anyone had medicine?
No, I was just gonna pee on him.
Oh, that's a skill I need to get for some reason, but I never get. If I can get it.
It's one of those ones that it's, at least for us, we would have to go, to my knowledge, out of our way a little bit to get the skill.
Where even is it? Is it like
Yeah,
it's
I
not
don't
even a?
think it's in my skill tree.
a- Yeah.
Is it an advanced skill, like the proper medical skill, I think?
Particularly considering as well as there are several battle injuries that literally require medical attention or you just fucking die.
Oh, are we supposed to have a map up?
No.
Yeah, I didn't think so. Be quiet, chat. Sit down. I was like, I'm 99% certain I didn't hear anything about a map being opened. This is what you're supposed to see. Nothing. Now, more impertinently.
Do we have any healing potions? We can like pour on him.
Give him healing potions?
Wow. Sounds fairly expensive just to wake him up.
Yeah, he'll wake up eventually.
They weren't expensive.
Try shaking him awake. Poke him with the
I'm telling
stick.
you, just pee on him.
Alright, everyone, gather around. Zip.
Bold of you to think we have zippers.
Oh, that's right. Just lifts loincloth then.
You have a loincloth?
There's continuous preposterous need to pee on my NPCs disturbing me a little bit.
We don't have a lot
Golden
of
shower
respect
fetish.
for ratists. It's justice, you know?
Alright, we're gonna piss on him. That's decided.
Okay, you urinate on the dwarf. It appears to not be very effective.
Well, at least he smells like urine and I'm happy now.
It's like, this is
when
my
Karsten
dwarf.
thinks to himself, I must eat stronger
I take my
cheeses."
staff and I push him with it. You know, like I push him. I poke
You
his
push
face. I push his little forehead. I push his little shoulder, you know, jostle him a little. And I do that for about 30 minutes.
Wake up.
Considering healing normally takes at least a day to kick in.
Okay, after 30 minutes of pushing him, you eventually realize that
He's dead.
this isn't going to happen. Clearly, you're going to need some sort of special attention for him or something to awaken this dwarf for interrogation. Perhaps due to plot-relevant reasons, who can say?
All right, now, next thing on my list of Kibian things to do. But that's out of character, so I need to say, Dev, out of character. Remember that altar thing? I'm going to remind you because I bet you forgot. Dev. He's dead.
Dev is quickly chewing.
Nom, 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 nom.
Hurry up. No, let me just swallow
I
this
didn't
wrapper.
forget.
Swallows
Gulp.
heavily.
That was Disco, by the way.
That was
Ah.
me.
She does that. That's Disco's thing.
That's tea.
Still
Still
swallowing.
kind of terrible. What about the altar?
I know,
Dad,
but Dev's the one who
what
knows
the
about it.
altar?
No,
Tell our
I told you guys
characters.
I told you all last session.
No, you
I
didn't.
don't think you did.
Yes, I did.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, let me put it to you this way. If you did, no one here remembers.
Yes, so you need to tell our characters.
Okay,
In
There's
character.
an altar.
That doesn't sound very
There's many
ratty.
squeaks. There's many squeaks.
Yeah,
There's an altar, Squeak.
Oh, pinch your little cheekies. All right. All right. Where?
Is there anything of interest about this altar? Mm-hmm.
I'll just shrug. I didn't really figure anything out when I saw it, so.
He's not really
Out of
selling this
character,
altar.
forgetting about the part where the DM explicitly said that he noticed there was a place to specifically put the interesting ring.
No, there wasn't. I actually tried that during the fight,
You didn't.
and there was no place for the ring to slot in or anything.
You said you tried after the fight. You forgetful monkey.
No, I tried it. There was no place to put the ring. Right
There was no place to put the ring. No.
there we go.
Okay, well.
Yeah, but there was a place
Well,
to
there's
slot
nothing
it.
interesting about this altar. And you're like, why you tell us about this altar? What'd it do?
Yeah. Dev sweats. Shit. I don't know how to roleplay. God damn it,
I
Dev.
don't even remember what the altar was about.
If this is the case, Gnarl's just gonna look
That
at
just shrugs.
Gnarl's just gonna look at Karsnicket. You look at it then. I keep eye on dwarf thing.
I remember finding it. I remember like poking it with the ring, and that's it. I don't remember anything about it, Arch. Sorry.
Okay, we'll grab fucking Rattata by his tail and I'll drag him, because Karsnicket at this point is annoyed. It's annoying.
Once more, the party descends into violence, mostly because of Dev.
Yes.
Okay. As you drag the form of Dev alongside behind you, you arrive at the altar. It's made out of rock. It's quite pretty. It's well taken care of, everything considered. Oddly so, in fact, as everything else seems to have gone to hell a very long time ago.
Can I evaluate if it's valuable?
Sure.
If nothing else, we can steal it.
No, you're carrying it. No, wouldn't be interested in this.
How much is it worth?
God damn it, woman.
Well, to the right buyer in like Altdorf or something. Some place filled with enthusiasts for the thing, it could be worth quite a lot.
So what I'm hearing is we can potentially expand into a niche market.
Yes.
All right. Well.
What an odd twist.
How easily does it come off the wall? What do I need for
become
that?
crypt
Perception?
robbers.
Quite a lot of strength would be required to make it come off the wall.
Oh, I was just gonna see if there's anywhere to kind of, unhook it.
I mean, typically these things are, just chiseled out of the wall.
Okay, I'm gonna need Gnarl.
Why? Why you want thing?
He's worth many gold.
To who?
Right, buyer.
I mean, she's not lying.
Why would Skaven want this? Who? What?
We
What's
don't. We want gold.
Yes, gold. But what's Skaven buyer?
Maybe not Skaven buyer.
What market do you suggest we sell?
Just gonna shrug.
Personally, I find Gnarl's skepticism here disturbing. Like, he doesn't have evaluate. He doesn't know.
Oh, he's not denying that it would be valuable. It's just like, okay, where are we going to find this out, like the buyer for this? Because he doesn't think it's going to be in Skaven society. Because it's a dwarf.
No has no business sense. Shake my head.
You think valuable? You take off wall.
Just gonna look at my noodle arms.
Rubs noodle arms around objects. Oh, it's good. It's good stuff.
You do also notice the strange insignia, however, which looks a lot like that ring you picked up. And it seems like, well, it's presented, front and center in the place of honor with a series of dwarven runes carved beneath and above it.
I'm gonna grab Ratata's tail with the ring still attached and hold the tail in the ring up to it so I can compare the two.
The similarities are quite striking. In fact, they're practically identical down to the last details.
I'm just gonna be like, these are the same. So
Ratata
anyway,
shrugs. So what? It's almost as if there is indeed some kind of hint here. That is true.
right?
Difficult to discern though it may be.
Well, we can't read any of this, so there's not much we can do anyway.
Can we have a closer look at it? See if there's anything that we can like, I don't know, poke at on there, anywhere that we might be able to put the ring.
There doesn't seem to be any cleverly constructed Aztec/Mayan doodahs, sadly. The
Anyone
dwarves
leaders on the other side of the corridor.
are not this advanced. The dwarves are a rather simplistic civilization, everything considered.
Wasn't there a thing with the magic when it came to the ring? Like it didn't react to magic or something.
Indeed, the ring feels unnaturally dense whenever you try to seek out any magic in it, like it was a heavy object, a blank.
Yeah, like nudge Cosnick. Do flame thing again, like did with Ring.
Karsnicket snaps his little fingies, and a little orb of ghostly green flame rubs it all over the thing.
The flame begins to diminish as soon as you bring it close to the carvings.
Biggest thinkies. Karsnicket will then do, just to confirm, a magical sense on the carvings. Mostly to confirm what we already kind of know.
I mean, that's a good roll.
You sense that the carvings have the same kind of density as the ring. However, these feel slightly different. Instead of feeling dense and resistant, it feels hollow, as if it was empty. An empty glass waiting to be filled.
Then Karsnicket will prepare a little ritual circle, and I will try to feed magical energy directly into it. To fill the glass, so to speak.
To fill the glass, so to speak.
Yeah.
I was afraid you'd start peeing on it.
Well, magically I am.
That's plan B.
That's plan B.
All right, boys,
unzip. Zip.
All right. You begin drawing out the magical circle, and as you keep drawing, you feel the drawing react to the thing. Like it acts like a sponge, and you begin to understand the magic it needs. And you realize it's probably going to take you the better part of the day to draw a large enough circle to do this. But once you're done, you will be able to fill it and cause something to happen, perhaps. Maybe it'll play a little jingoistic tune at you.
I will then turn to little Scrazzle and I'll be like, go fetch the others, make them bring the dwarf here. Tonight we set up camp in here because I think I found a way to open. Squeak, squeak.
Alright. I'm gonna head back and get Gnarl, and maybe Gnarl and I should also do like a wander round, and maybe Ratata as well, to make sure that there's no one else in here.
No one else but us.
We don't want some
Alright.
sneaky dwarf coming up in the middle of the
So I
night while we
guess
snoozing.
Gnarl is then when told by Karsnikin of the plans, will move the dwarf north into that corridor with us.
Yep.
And then, let's see, if we're looking around for people, what would
We're
that
gonna want to
be?
look for people, and we're probably also gonna want to secure where the dwarfs left from.
Yep. Well, I do the circle ritual thing. Just barricade the entrance in case something bad happens. But barricade it in a way that if we need to unbarricade it, we can do so quickly and exit in
Well, no,
case
the thing
we
is,
open something that's
if
evil.
we barricade it, if we have the, well, actually, no, if the Chaos Dwarves come
Now,
back, they should know about the pedestal. Or not the pedestal, the
I've brought
door.
the map back up,
Okay.
so just you
Images.
can. I'm gonna turn on the there toggle token lock, so you can now move your characters around, and you can
Yay.
explore whilst it's nice and peaceful. By the way, Disco, can you see anything this time around?
I'm just loading the image now, so I'll let you know in a few minutes if anything loads.
All right.
Alright, we all want to be up here, but make a little makeshift barricade there, so if they try to
Also,
come through, we can
God damn it,
hold
bumped
them.
into the wall. Just doing this so because we did come through there, so just getting it mapped again.
Whip.
Truly, he's enjoying himself.
Got a line of sight system.
He's making little go-kart sounds as he's like walking around.
So he's running around like making a circle. You can just hear him be like, "Nah."
Karsnikin might have brain damage.
When asked why he's doing it, he's like, important part of ritual, you wouldn't understand, Stan.
It has to do with magic and ley lines and things.
And ley lines and all the other stuff. Oh no.
Must make go-kart sounds. What go-kart you wouldn't understand?
Magical terminology, highly specific.
Apparently.
Right. So if you want to have like a general look around the area, see if anything's interesting, etc., just roll perception.
Perception roll. Does Naro care enough to look well? Apparently he cares exactly enough to get a success.
Precisely enough care invested in this.
He's like,
I would look around,
fine.
but so far I am actually not seeing anything.
All right. So there are a couple of areas, specifically round about where Dev is right now, where a barricade has been built. Like there are several large stones built on top one another, and there are also large sharpened rocks placed in front of it. So clearly, whoever was occupying this area before, the Chaos Dwarves, were suspicious of this direction in particular and placed most of their defenses facing it.
Okay, that answers my question, because I was going to ask, are those rocks pointed outward or inward, but that answers the question.
The rest of the cave system, there are areas that appear to have collapsed naturally inwards, blocking off the various routes. But that is the only place where an actual barricade appears to have been erected.
Okay, so for whatever reason, to our minds, that little area where Rattata is the place the Chaos Dwarves bothered to put up a proper fortification.
Yes, like those rocks are clearly not natural. Like they're squared, they have been chiseled away at, and they have been stacked up on top of each other to create a purposeful barricade. So it's clearly not a roofing.
All right. Well, if Naro's going to be keeping a watch, he would be around here because even if he doesn't know the area, he figures the dwarves were here for some time, given the reports. So there's probably a reason they were suspicious of that direction.
I could just have an
Yeah, I'm
irrational
not seeing
hatred of
anything.
South.
I mean, sure, the commander of their little company could have just irrationally hated South. But if that's the case, why not barricade all southern redirections?
A specific hatred of particular southwards directions?
I see.
I agree. It's starting to sound like a bit of a stretch.
I'm not gonna pretend to understand the madness that dwarf was driven by, but clearly he had a reason to order this.
Seems likely, yes.
So yeah, if Gnarl's standing guard, this is approximately where he'll be standing guard, keeping his attention on.
You also find basically the dwarves' lunch, whatever they were cooking when you arrived, so that'll keep you fed for today, if nothing else. Fed quite well as well. It's green fruits and vegetables and a little bit of meat and stuff. Not bad.
Point of comparison. How many degrees better than Rattata's cooking?
Depends. Ratata hasn't been rolling cooking, I guess.
I'm just seeing if Nara
Let's
would
see.
consider commenting.
Well, hold on now. I'm going to go to it and I'm going to inspect it.
It looks awful. It looks undercooked, rotten, raw, overcooked simultaneously. It just looks terrible.
Oh, okay.
And certainly nothing in comparison to your own artistic skills in the kitchen, that's for sure.
At least according to his own evaluation.
Yes. The observer might be a pinch biased here, but such is life.
Skaven, biased? No.
It is a theoretical possibility, if nothing else.
Yep, I've said what Gnarl's doing, so everyone else can say what they're going to do with this time.
I can't see.
I have no idea what's causing your bug.
I don't
You
know.
still can't see.
I can see all of the other pictures just fine, but not this one.
Not this one. Okay, let me
That's extremely odd if it's just this one.
delete the token.
Is it the
delete
light
the
sources? Is that causing it?
No, we've
combat
done light
tracker.
sources before, and I had no problem with them.
Mm-hmm.
I even just tried like drawing something, and it didn't come up on Kyle's. So I'm literally not in the picture.
Add to that.
I see me.
That's
I've
staying.
added in a new Scrassle.
I mean, it's just me in a black hole, but there's a me.
Reset Fog of War. Reset.
For the sake of this, turn off the fog of war. See if that helps.
Don't visible. Set always visible. Set always visible. And then I put the light back on. Token vision, true sight. Can you see
Ooh.
something now?
Yes, I can see my line of sight.
If you
Okay,
click
there we
off
go.
of your character, can you see like what everyone sees?
No, just my line of sight.
At least it's better than not seeing anything at all.
Like I can move around now, but yeah, just my actual line of sight.
Does the map fill in as you run around?
No, just my line of sight.
Alright. Now it's a step up from last session.
It's more than I could see before.
It is a step in the correct direction.
Where is everybody?
Wow. This way down the hall.
Oh, it's dark. Why is it dark? Who turned out the lights? I know who turned out the lights. Botch.
Yep, just go up there, and then that's the area that Karsnik is going to be doing the circle.
Oh, I don't see anyone else.
Huh.
Not in the
Odd.
party.
No,
Just me.
you're in the area we're supposed to be.
Okay, well, I don't know where anyone else is standing.
You're standing right on top of Karsnicket.
Ew.
It's like
Stepped
square
on it.
square smells funny now.
Well, I guess
It
that's
isn't
why I'm not getting party sight, because I'm not in the party.
I mean, you should be.
Yeah,
That's
there's
just
nobody there.
strange.
It's just me all by myself.
That all is invisible. Said it was visible. Party. Civil War. Yeah, like everything's supposed to be working.
I don't know. I posted a picture of what I've got. It's better than what I had, and I can kind of see on Kyle's screen where everybody was a minute ago.
It is a step forward. And by God, that is good enough for our complicated society. Forward is better than backwards. Backwards is better than forwards, etc. Right, so now that you have an idea of the layout, explain to me what you're planning to do in this strange and weird world you found yourself in.
So Gnarl is doing what? He's standing.
He is basically keeping watch in general, but
Uh-huh.
focusing his attentions down the hallway that was barricaded by the Chaos Dwarves.
Okay, what? Where they ran away?
No,
Or-
no. So you down from like the topmost corridor, it goes down to like a little T intersection, right?
Mm. Hang
And
on,
then
it's
if you
visible
were,
for me to see.
if I drag you, can you see?
Oh yeah, you can drag me.
Okay, so yeah, I'll basically take you to where Gnarl's roughly going to be standing. He's going to be standing like right here, looking
Okay.
down this little corridor right here.
Okay. What about the way we came in? Because that
You're basically where we entered this area from right there, because we
yes.
came in from there last session.
So in theory, they could come in and.
Oh, that's why it's like right here is where he's going to be is good enough because they come through that way. He can see them, and if things come from down here, he can be ready for them.
Okay, well, I'll probably hang around here because then I can actually see the main entranceway and where you are as well to be back up. So I'm gonna hang out here.
Such unfounded paranoia.
Unfounded.
We're in the underway. I believe it's quite founded.
And Barbecue will be with me, but I don't know where he is.
He's up north a little bit.
He'll be somewhere.
He's next to you now.
He's invisible.
Is there any difference in like your token colors, no? Yeah, I guess it's this map or something or other weird and dumb.
I don't know. It's better than it was. Last time I literally couldn't see anything.
At least
If
now you
I
can navigate.
delete Gnarl and I put Gnarl back in again, and
Interesting. Now I have the bug that she has, where if I click on myself and drag myself around, I don't have sight.
that's because I haven't given you sight yet.
Okay.
And if you keep moving, you'll remain blind for the rest of your fucking life.
I'm not the
There.
one moving him. Yeah, now
Wasn't
he has the
moving.
sight.
And you can see everything as normal?
Yeah, I can see everyone else. I can see the areas I mapped.
Okay. All right. Well, close enough. So, is there anything you want to do beyond standing guard?
No, I'll probably just stand guard.
Guess we know what Garsnicket's doing now. It's just rat-a-tat.
The gray fluffy one actually make you circle.
All right. So we've got Gnarl and Scrazzle on guard duty, essentially keeping an eye over the entrances. Karsnicket is bad. Karsnicket, why did you move away from your assigned position, huh? Go back there.
I think he's still running around making go-kart noises.
As he's busy making circles. And what about Dev? Does Dev have any plans for the coming night?
Dev.
For some reason, I thought we were gonna break this barricade down and explore a little bit down this hall.
No,
I
the
don't know
thing is,
why
if
he
you
thought
actually
that.
go down there, it just ends. Like there's
Well,
nothing
yeah,
actually down
that's
there.
because Arch just didn't keep making the map, but I'm sure there's something down here, right?
I mean, based off that logic, there's something everywhere. It's
Mhm.
just right now, the pedestal is what appears to be more interesting.
Well, yeah, but the dwarves boarded this up for a reason.
Yeah, that's why Gnarl's keeping an eye on it.
See, this is a
Uh-huh.
beautiful conflict of worldviews here. Dev the Canadian is like, there's nothing scary out in the dark. They must have boarded this up to keep me out. Ketchup
Yes.
is like, no. They boarded this up to keep me safe.
You mean hands? I said it for you, hands. You don't say it. Thanks.
All right. Well,
Yes, this is indeed the question of what happens when you run into a fence in the middle of nowhere. Do you tear it down or keep it there? Because it's probably there for a reason.
Kibbs, if you need help with the magic rolls, I can also do magic stuff.
That's true. Maybe you can help help it go faster.
Make some go-kart noises.
There we go.
Wow, squeak.
3 degrees of failure. Right. Kyle,
That's
as you're
just
drawing.
cooking.
Yeah, that's my cooking.
Oh, that's cooking. Goddamn, why do you confuse me so?
I thought you were about to say, as you're drawing, he's erasing the lines behind me. I'm like, well, you son of a...
I wouldn't put it past him. Yeah, help!
Well, you can simply just assist him, if you will. Help out drawing, point out where he's making mistakes, etc.
I don't think Resident believes. Not Resident. Krasnigga believes that he's capable of making mistakes.
Yeah, it's not in his
I
character.
mean, to be fair, no Skaven believes that they're capable of making mistakes.
That's true.
All
What
Skaven
is this
externalize
word?
their failure and internalize their successes.
So you made a mistake here. No, you mean you've made a mistake.
Well, whilst you're doing this, the Chaos Dwarf prisoner eventually wakes up about halfway through the drawing process.
I guess since Gnarl was keeping an eye on him, he'd be over near Gnarl.
He speaks in a language you do not understand. He calls you a cuckold in a language you cannot understand.
Pee on him again.
Find it surprising. I can only understand that one word out of all the words he speaks.
To be fair, cuckold is a pretty universal language, in my opinion.
think-
What?
I think one of us picked up some kind of dwarf language at one point, right?
I did. I picked up Kalazid, or Zod, which is the regular dwarf language, not Chaos Dwarf.
Oh,
Yes, Kazalid. But Kyle, I think, has Dark Tongue.
Yep, I do.
But he's busy.
all right. Here, Kyle, I'll take over the drawing. You just go over there. You go talk to him.
Can I do that, Arch?
Delegations of duties. Remarkably intelligent, everything considered.
All right.
Does he
Karsnagid
trust him to not fuck up?
just wants us to be over. Karsnagid's tired of rocking in circles. Now,
He's getting tired. He's like, I need a nap.
oh, falls asleep. All right, waddle over to the dwarf.
You have waddled over to the dwarf.
Okay, what do I see?
There's a way to
You
make a
see a
dwarf.
dwarf tied on the ground, repeatedly calling Gnarl a cuckold.
Repeatedly. I'll be like, no, he is saying mean things. You might have to use your skills on him. Yes.
He is weak.
That's it?
Meaningless, vapid words.
That you're supposed to smack him around a little. What are you
Break
doing?
his fingers.
What are you doing, Hans?
Hey, if you
Stop
want, I can
it.
kick him.
Stop it. Get some help. Start harassing him.
Okay, fine. He'll just look at the dwarf and in Kazoid say, your father was a beardless dwarf whose only use in life was roaming the streets begging for gold.
He looks at you like you just talked Swahili to him and calls you cuckold again.
Now,
Okay.
tried.
Wait, you can't speak Dwarvish, can you? Or the Dark
No, I
Dwarf?
can speak regular dwarf, just not Chaos Dwarf.
Okay, well, I'll translate it as he says.
That's why I said. That's why I said he would speak it in Kazawid, because at least the dwarf, or the Chaos Dwarf, can most likely recognize regular dwarf, even if he can't understand it.
Do you speak Kazalid, Kyle?
Oh, that's true.
Oh,
We're in a linguistic problem.
We're gonna be getting into the the translation conga line with what was it, like Lewis and Clark when they were going down exploring the U.S. They had some line of like 13 people translating between languages. Oh, it was kind of funny when you read up on the story. It's like, okay, you speak this language, right? Yeah, I can speak it, but Frank over there only knows these two languages. It's like, fuck.
All right. Well, this isn't really getting anywhere. The dwarf eventually hears Kyle approaching and turns to Kyle and says, "That person, you speak my language, correct?"
Krasnik just looks at him.
He looks back at you like he's a dwarf. He's stubborn. He keeps staring.
He'd use it as a challenge if you don't say anything.
All right.
All right, get the razor out.
You know, right? Just start slicing the beard off. Be like, all right, so, what's the first thing we should ask him? Because he's not gonna answer anything right off the bat. I have a feeling.
I mean, for every question he doesn't answer, pluck out a beard here.
That's true. I will look at Garsnicket after hearing Scrazzle's recommendation of torture, and I will merely say, if he proves to be stubborn, you know what to do. Begin trimming the dwarf's beard. Started laughing. Alright, so now, I look back at the Dowie, or the Chaos Dowie, the Spiky Dowie, and ask, where are you from? Start with the simple. See what we get.
All right. He looks at you, looks down at himself, looks at you, looks down at himself. What do you fucking think?
What brought you here, Squeak?
More difficult answer.
Yeah.
More difficult
Moving
question
up.
I made. Mhm. Let's see. What the answer to that?
Starts explaining the concept of a contract and payment for services rendered.
No, better yet, you're like, where is here? What is here really? What is the
Oh,
meaning
God.
of here?
We got the one fucking philosopher dwarf. That's what we got.
It
Okay,
sounds like he wants his beard plucked.
that's true.
Is there truly any difference between here and there?
There's a cart going down a road. You have a lever. Oh.
He just simply stares at you and does not answer the "why are you here" question. He's being what you might describe as uncooperative.
Who do you work for, Squeak?
He smiles rather broadly there for a second and says, "Your wife, cuckold."
He only has one joke, says Karsnicket under his breath, annoyed.
To be fair, it's been a long day.
I look at Karsnicket. Make him talk.
You look at
You
yourself.
look at
and you
yourself.
tell-
Oh, I mean Karsnicket. No! Holds
You
out a
have
mirror. I meant to say fucking Gnarl, goddammit.
He
So I'm
is
just
going
I'm
insane.
just imagining this. No, this is just working into the fact that he's becoming insane. Karsnicket, go over there and intimidate him. Yes, I think I will.
I believe I shall. Well, you're certainly scaring him, that's for sure.
It's like, why is he talking to himself? I don't understand.
Oh god, I got the insane one.
But are you asking Naro to be scary?
Yes.
I believe Gnarl has it in him to be scary. Apparently he's not really putting his heart into it.
For goodness sake.
I guess with
Alright.
that level of success, he just kicks him.
just a desultory half-hearted kick. you can't even speak to him. So, oh yeah, you give him a kick to the side. The dwarf, rolls away from it. And you go, oh, why? Looks up at Kosnicket.
Yeah, 'cause
Control your man.
Yeah, because Gnarl can't understand what he says.
I can only control him if you give me the answers I seek. Yes, yes. Squeak.
Yeah. Rebellious underlings, huh? With such a weak leader, I can see that.
Yeah. I just look at Karsnick again.
I look at Kosnicket again.
Oh no, god damn it, I do it again, dude. God damn it, names are hard for me today. Gnarl.
Everyone just points at him. Like, he's right. It's like, right, I couldn't understand if I could understand that.
Karsnick spent so much time driving in circles, he forgot everyone's names. This is true.
Well, the dwarf is beginning to be a little freaked out and nothing else.
If he continues with that line of logic, he'll pull out his hand weapon and start reaching towards the beard.
The dwarf backs away as far as he can until meeting the wall behind him. And then looks at Kosnicket and shouts, I am not some weak mountain folk. You can shave my beard, you can take my honor, but I will not surrender to you.
That's what they all say. Again.
Okay, I guess he'll start shaving.
Slowly.
The first few coarse locks of dark dwarven beard fall to the ground. The look of shock and horror on his face is absolute.
They're supposed to stop when I say that. They're not supposed to continue.
As I pick up one of the locks and I'm like, and I say in his tongue, yes, good arsewipe, I think.
He gives you a narrow-eyed look. Like, I will kill your children, your parents, everyone you know.
You won't kill me. When I'm done with you, you will be mine. Yes, yes.
Might want to rethink how you phrased that, because you said you'd let him kill him.
Wink. Listen, we can lie. We're fucking rats. In before we install him as a puppet king and over some other nation. That would be this party's MMO, or MO, fuck.
This party's MMO.
Massive multiplayer online video game. See, names are hard today. What the hell?
Apparently. Like, I don't even know why, but
Nara
apparently,
wasn't told to stop shaving his beard, so I guess we'll continue.
I mean, he can tell me to stop at any point.
A drawn-out, exasperated, yet slightly feminine womanly scream eventually emits from his lips.
Karsnick laughs and contemplates not telling him to stop.
Nara wasn't told to stop, and he was told to shave
No. All right. All right. All right, that's enough. Let's see what he has to say, Squeak.
Very well, Nara will stop. Gnarl intentionally did it so it was uneven. So you can clearly see the spots that were cut.
Just patches.
You see, I was gonna say I should roll to see how good of a job he did, but no, Gnarl intentionally made sure it was bad.
That's just assholey. What can I say?
Yep.
We're Skaven. What can I say? Except you're welcome.
Should have done as he was told.
Shoulda, coulda, woulda.
What can I say? You're welcome. Now I've got the rock singing in my head from Moana again.
Oh no, we got fan art for the torture stuff, and it's definitely fetish material.
As fetish as that one movie Bubs watched. He's like, no, not that bad.
All right, hold on. I'm pulling it up for everyone. First for chat, then for the rest. That is from, I think, Bastard Beast. Yes. There you go. Wake, wake. Joke's on them. I'm into this. No more sleep.
Yeah, he may have been into that, but I don't know if he was into getting a shave.
He's like, hell yeah,
Awful.
brother.
Actually, quite awful. All right. After Null stops his shaving, at least for now, the Chaos Dwarf looks he looks exhausted, like he's breathing heavily. He's a little bit pale. He's not looking good. Whatever you're doing to him, I hope you feel bad about it.
Emotional damage.
Well, sure, no damage.
You people watch weird shit.
But
And I
it's funny.
disavow.
You're part of it. You watch it too, you little queer. He's like, "Ooh."
He in between the hastily drawn heavy breaths, he eventually manages to stagger out a, "All right, you inhuman scum fuckers."
Technically true. Skaven.
You won't be able to do anything with the knowledge, anyways. I work for the great Zufur, master wizard of the Dark Tower, and bonded to the mighty Nyamasu.
Mhm.
Quiver in fear at the mention of his name, you filth.
Yes, what else?
You asked him who he was working for.
He's like, oh, that is it, though. It's like, that's it? Some no-name fat dwarf in a tower?
He squints his eyes at you.
It's like, wait a minute. Were you the dwarf or the rat he threw from there?
His eyes, eyes grow wide as he looks at you and goes, "Deceiver rat."
Deceiver. Your master's days are numbered, squeak.
My days may be numbered, but your rats are too.
You were that foolish, retarded sorcerer thing that was thrown off the great Uzkulak Dark Tower.
It's a good
And
job
where
now
you
doesn't
lived.
speak this language.
True.
Yes, cast from the tower, yet here I stand over you.
To be fair, that is the Skaven mentality.
Mm. There's a certain amount of impressed in his face alongside the general disgust.
I am stronger than ever. Flexes.
I can spit
learned how to
acid
make
that can
demons.
kill a troll outright.
Remember, Karsnicket as for Gracier is basically Arnold. He's super flexy. He's like, "Urgh," does a pose.
That's what I should have said. I can spit acid that can melt a troll.
Yeah. I am more powerful than your pathetic master. Weak.
And I've been working out. Next time I will push effectively.
It would be he who falls from the tower, and
Shows
no
up, I
one will
challenge
save
you
him.
to sumo match.
That tower will be mine. By God. It will be mine. By the horned rat, I say.
The dwarf continues. When I deliver your flabby corpse to Zufur, he will make me the general of the Dark City. I have been lucky indeed. He smiles at you.
Zufur does not share power, fool. After you did... And you will be delivering no such head. In fact, I doubt you'll be going anywhere when we're done with you. Squeak.
He has himself a secret little smile. Roll perception, Kyle.
He's got a bomb, doesn't he? He's like, look, but detonate.
What's the word?
Gnarl gets to roll perception too, because he's next to me.
Would Gnarl get a chance, or is this something he wouldn't be able to perceive?
But why wouldn't you? You're next to me.
Well, I'm asking, is he explicitly said you? That's why.
Seems silly.
Explicitly said you.
Wouldn't
Silly
he be
guy.
looking at the prisoner too?
Of course not. Look at him.
I will choose to elect to roll a fate for that. I forgot to reset. Let me guess. Always do. There.
All right. You catch him throwing a very conspiratorial glance in the direction of the tunnel that the defenses have been built up in front of.
So he's hoping for a rescue in that case. Or he
Maybe
doesn't
not
want us to go that
rescue,
way.
but he's hoping something will come.
He has hopes. He has dreams. Is that not all we can ask for? Any one of us?
Okay.
That is all.
That is all. Well, perhaps we should prepare defenses.
I mean, Gnarl's over here. Like, the only other way you can get better defenses is if potentially Scrazzle stands near the barricades and shoots over them.
Can Scrazzle shoot over them?
Yeah. They're not that high. They're like chest-high walls.
Like, I'd imagine you'd be able to use it to like brace against.
I will have Gnarl summon Scrazzle to and her wolf rat to or his wolf rat to keep watch over the barricades.
To
Alright,
look
I'm
with their
already
Augen.
pretty close. I'm like here. I just
The
wanna
dinky.
figure it in.
The dinky. How dare you
Rinky dinky.
refer to her as such? Okay. Is there anything else you want to ask the dwarf about?
Yes. What were you doing here, Squeak? Why are you all the way out here?
What was in the chest?
What was
Yes.
in the chest?
We will do that next.
The dwarf looks at you again, squints his little eyes. Wouldn't you like to know, betrayer?
That's when he goes, yes.
That's why I asked.
I did
That's
it.
why I'm here.
That's why I'm here. I will keep all the power for myself, and you will get none. Now, answer the question, you will, yeah?
He looks at you again. The rumors were that the foolish deceiver rat was a magician. But you don't look like much to me, rat folk. I am sure you couldn't do anything, even if I did tell you.
I have an idea.
Lock him
I
in a
think
room
it's
with a
time
demon.
to mutate him. What do you think, Hans?
You can
If I remember right, those like that takes like hours to do.
Doesn't take
we have a
hours.
while.
No, it doesn't take hours. What was the spell? Fuck. This one will be great, I think. Is it Touch of Chaos? I feel like it might.
Oh, if you're using that, yeah, that wouldn't take that long.
Now, looking
No,
at
wait,
him.
don't do it, Kibbs.
Why?
Because he just said he doesn't think you're much of a magician, which is why he's going to risk telling you. If you blow this, he's not going to tell you anything.
What?
Yes.
He didn't sound like he was going to tell me anything.
No, it sounded like he just said it's no harm me telling you because you're not a magician. If you
I
reveal
want to
that you
mutate him
are, he
anyways,
wants-
Joe. Fine, we'll wait. He can be a mutant
what do you
monstrosity
think,
when I'm done with him.
Well, what is your next question?
So he's not going to answer.
Well, how are you going to continue asking him? I mean, he said he doesn't think you're much of a magician, and
If I
you
am
couldn't do anything even if
fine,
he told
we'll
you.
play this angle. If I am no threat, then surely you wouldn't mind telling me more, so I can send myself and my armies to their own demise.
He looks at you. Slowly raises an eyebrow. Ever so slowly, ever more.
Oh, we got another one.
That's the worst reverse psychology I've ever heard.
He doesn't know what that means. He's a lowly educated dwarf bard. You can't give him psychology. He's like, hey, actually, he did take 3 courses.
You-
Yeah, did he roll for
University.
that psychology? I don't think he did.
No,
Yeah,
it
I
turns
didn't
out
think so.
that's the one advanced skill he has is just random like psychiatry shit, but he couldn't cut it, so he had to become a guard.
We got another
He
piece
did
of fan
question
art.
where hair even was. So, well,
My cardboard
That
box
would be
degree will be
philosophy,
useful
not
before
psych-
my death.
Hands, we have fan art. Look, of your handy job. Quite nice.
My handy job.
I do like how
is,
it's not symmetrical either. It's just off.
You see, that's not what I was thinking of, but that works too.
truly, you are all sad, cruel, and depraved individuals. My sympathies towards the poor dwarf who has to suffer through this meanness.
We will suffer more.
I guess if this conversation's going on for a decent bit, Gnarl will just look at Karsniket. Is this going anywhere, or are we going to actually do something with him?
Soon. We just need to extract the last bit of information, Squeak. Karsniket's enjoying himself too much.
The same mental tracking that the Skaven did in, what was it, Port Puncheon? No, was it it was Port Puncheon, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
That's
Yep.
where he came from.
We have a list of things to go through before we're truly done with him.
You're truly done with him. Well, proceed.
Okay. So he didn't answer the question about what they were doing here.
No.
Okay, we'll come back to that one. The next question will be like, I hear you took care of a little problem for me recently at a certain Skaven clan that was troublesome, to be honest, but it has been dealt with.
Okay. It's like he looks at you like, oh, I would have gloated, but now I don't want to tell you.
Should have worded it. It's like, what happened to our beloved kin at Port Puncheon? Are they safe? Are they well? And then he would have gloated
It
about
works
it.
better, yes.
That might have worked better, but I don't want to give him the satisfaction. Instead, I will look at Narl and be like, begin the next round of torture. I want him to be resistant. It's more fun if he is. It's more...
Slowly take out the hand weapon again and go in for the beard again.
I can't wait till we start cutting off bits of him.
Another womanly shrieks. Charlie cuts the air.
Okay.
After a few more minutes of this, he's like, fine, I'll tell you.
Like, start rubbing out some beard on that fat art.
We were sent here to find a map. A map shaped like dragons. That was all we got. It was, vague. We set up in the large room, a little over yonder. He points his head in the direction of the room where you found him and his comrades. There were markings on the walls that looked like dragons. We had been in the middle of investigating them when you arrived so unstealthily. Looks at Gnarl.
I don't need stealth. If no one's alive to report my whereabouts, that is stealthy.
Okay.
That said, Gnarl doesn't understand what he said, so he's just looking at him.
We'd also stirred up the wildlife a bit to make sure we could work in peace. And it gave us a profitable little side gig as well. Your kind is very cowardly, feckless, stupid, homosexual, weak, soft, genteel, faggoty. He continues for a while. We acquired a whole treasure trove full of those funny little green rocks you like so much. So food, too, has taken a taste for them.
Grinds him up. Puts him
I
on his
have.
toast.
I'm laughing, because I know that he has to roll on the chart of sadness.
This is when he has an item that he's like, I don't have to roll on the chart of sadness.
He does. Everyone has to obey the chart of sadness.
The chart of sadness.
Well, he has told you why he's here. He's been a good boy.
Yes. But he didn't talk about port pungent still. What else would we want to get? The chest. And pray tell what was in that chest your comrade so eagerly left you behind for.
He looks at you, looks at Nara, speaks suddenly in perfect fucking dwarven. Is you stupid?
Yes.
Looks
Oh, that
back
was
at
the thing in the
Trustnicket.
chest. I forgot. I forgot that was the chest item. I thought it was something else. All right,
Yeah,
so
I
that's.
assumed it was the money after he explained his story.
Yep. Okay. I just wanted confirmation. All right. Is there anything else anybody wants to ask him before we get to the other remaining items?
Though.
Okay. All right.
Nothing in
So.
particular.
No, cut more of his beard off. I wish to know about Port Pungent. Squeak.
Pulls out his hand weapon yet again. This poor dwarf. I don't think he has a beard.
Special place in hell for people like Gnarl.
I should note, Gnarl actually is collecting his beard.
Hmm.
We're not done with it.
Not for anything nice, I'm sure.
Hold on, need to add something to my trappings. Dwarf, beard, shavings.
Man, you best not get captured with that shit on you.
We're not being taken alive. If we're getting captured, we're going down swinging.
All right. A bit more womanly screaming continues for a while. Until he hears, fine, Port Pungent was a strategy devised by our brilliant leaders of four to locate the treacherous scum that he cared for so well, that he gave so much consideration, and yet still they betrayed him. He spits.
Yeah, so brilliant you managed to miss completely. Yet old fool can't find anything, can he? And he will
He
forever...
looks at you.
Oh,
You're here, aren't you?
No, I found you.
Heading in the direction of the Dark Graces Tower.
I am here to finish the job. He's like, whoa. Scared. Now, cut the rest of his beard off. That's everything we wanted to know, right? Or wait, was there one other item on that list? Ant? You remember? Ant?
Which list? Like the one we just came up with immediately?
Yeah.
Not that I can think of.
Okay, I'll look at him and shave the rest off.
Nara will just smile.
Make him smooth.
As a baby's bottom.
There are some people in this world who are cruel, and there's some people who are just
Sadistic.
vile.
I'm not done with him
Disgusting.
yet. Got plans for him.
Well, that's good. I was gonna step in and be like, "Don't kill him."
You want to torture him
What?
too?
Dev wants somebody alive?
That's a
That'd be
rarity.
waste of good suffering.
Hold on, you're the murder hobo of this party. What is your angle?
It's like, ask him where are the children?
Where the
Where are the children? Where are your younglings?
You wish to slaughter them.
Awful, though. Truly awful.
Like
You should be
everybody
ashamed
just
of yourself.
looks at Dev like, huh?
I want to slaughter them like animals.
There should be some limits even for Dev. Well, his the rest of his beard is eventually slowly and terribly shaven away from his face. When you're all done, he looks up at you, like a little bit scrunched up on the floor, semi-fetal position, like a rape victim.
Could I go for the rest of the hair on his head?
You might as well. Yeah. Schwarzenegger is feeling very Nazi. Look at that. Evil. Maximus Evilcus. Get that image up
No,
on screen.
wait. His entire body. All the hair everywhere.
Alright, get his pubes. He's like, no, not my beard pubes. Or my pube beard, or whatever the fuck. It's all braided.
I was willing to make him a chrome dome, but I don't know if Gnarl's willing to do that.
Gnarl's gonna have to roll for bravery. Fellowship.
Well, Gnarl, would you like to undress the dwarf?
He's already undressed.
He's not undressed.
Yeah, he
He
is.
shed his beard. Did you take off his clothes before? God
Yeah,
damn you,
we
weirdos.
established at the beginning of the RP. He's naked.
Beginning of the RP, all those sessions ago, this specific dwarf was forever naked.
Beginning of this RP. The beginning of the RP insinuates in contextual that this is the RP, you little muppet.
You see,
Now,
when you say at the
begin
beginning of
to
the RP
shave immediately. I do not have patience. We need to wrap up this dwarf. And by extending the torture sequence longer than it should go. Yes, I agree.
Dick.
I
Swines.
guess Gnarl starts shaving his head.
Okay, you're finished with his head, but what about his balls? You'll have to cup them gently. Hands.
Just cut them off.
I need a rubber band.
Rubber band.
Just tell him not to move. It'll be fine.
Use 2 bricks.
I would stand still for this.
The inhumanity.
It's true, we're not human. At least in this campaign.
Well, humiliatingly, Gnarl has to shave another man's junk. It's disgusting, frankly. And I want you to remember this. Roll 20. Even the dwarf looks to like he enjoys it just a little bit, just for the degradation part of it. But finally, he's smooth as a freshly shaven hamster.
Very good. Very, very good, little blondie. Now,
Next time, Gnarl's gonna make Karsnicket do his dirty work.
it's time to make him wriggly. Wouldn't you agree?
Make him wriggly.
Yeah, wriggly bits. Just to make my life easier, I'll post this in here. Perfect. So, I think it's time to send him back to his friends, but I think we want to make some changes to him, if you will. What do you think of that? What do you think of that,
I
guys?
don't want to send him back at all. I want to keep him.
I want to keep him? What are we going to do with him?
Okay, so we're gonna cut off his arms and legs, and then we're gonna have him be a sentry on the cart.
He's going to die of shock if we do that.
Yeah, well, then we'll get another one.
Then we'll get another one. They're going to die of shock as well. All right. Well, what?
It might be more useful to send back as a message.
It would be more funny to do. That was the more. It's more of the RP aspect of what I was going for, role playing and character. But there are practical things we can do with him. We can sell him as a slave. We can break him and turn him into a spy. That's going to take a considerable amount of time, and we're gonna have to haul his ass all the way back.
Gnarl is ostensibly going to Red Eye Mountain to learn torture techniques. I even have the torturer's tools.
Oh wait, hold on. Since he's talking now, should we actually ask him about the ring and the altar?
Ken, come over here. Little.
I can't. I'm currently doing your spell circle thing.
Okay,
While
well-
you're off doing that.
Well, as soon as you're done, come over here.
Oh, From what Arch said, that's going to take like a good portion of the day to
Yeah, we've
finish.
been
Just
doing
wait
that for
until he
most of the day.
runs past, making noises, and just pluck the ring off his tail as he runs past.
I was like, hold up, and then like, you're like, eat, little breaks, and like puts it in park.
It's like, wait, okay. And
I'll simply say
continue.
before you tell him, and if you do want to tell him, like, I don't mind. It's just my personal preference would be not to give him that information. But if you want to, I'm not going to be too bothered by it.
Well, he probably has the information. We're asking him for it.
I have a way to convince him. I'd be like, well, convince him. I don't know about that. It's the best hope angle I have. All right, so as soon as Dev's done doing the thing, we'll come over and I'll take the ring. We'll fast forward to that, unless somebody wants to do something else.
Or just come get it from me. It's fine.
Okay, I wobble over and go get it from you. I'm like, stop, and then he runs me over. Oh no.
Well, Kyle, I guess you have to reroll or something.
Yep, we got run over by Dev. Pancaked. When you guys go over there, you'll just see, like, Karsnicket's battered, broken body on the ground.
It's one of many weird ways to die in this strange world of ours.
Looks like he got ran over by a semi, to be perfectly honest. Twitching a little bit. Alright, so, I'll get the ring from Dev and the wobble back. And I'll look at the dwarf when I get back, and I'll be like, perhaps you have a way out of your predicament yet, my little friend, yeah? And I'll show him the ring and be like, pray tell, what's this magical bauble do? Wiggles fingers. Wiggly.
He just looks at you silently and evilly.
Unfortunately, you finished shaving him. So.
Oh, we have only begun. And
You've kind of done your worst.
This is only the beginning, my little dowie friend. Only the beginning of your suffering.
Pinky toe first.
Crunchy bones time.
Do you get to pick what mutations you give him? Because you could give him.
No,
a mutation
sadly.
that
No,
means
it's
that his
random.
beard would never grow back.
All chaos spells like that, if I remember.
Actually,
right,
you
are
know
just
what?
random.
I could intimidate him another way. Perhaps Rinky Dinky is onto something. Yes, Winky Dinky. We will, let's see. I'll be like, I know ways I can get you to talk, Squeak. So I'm going to try to intimidate him, but I'm not going to, like, do, like, intimidation. I'm going to do it through an action instead. And I want to spit burning blood on a stone, like a stone wall. That's, a fair distance away with the stone ground, and make him watch as it bubbles away. So I'm going to do burning blood. I'm going to use 4 dices because I really want to not fuck this up, otherwise this will look retarded.
Get
And
4 ones.
yeah, pretty much. And then I'm gonna spit some burning blood.
All right, rolling on the chaos chart.
Listen, it'll be worth it. If I turn
If you
poofy,
get the floofy hair, I feel like that should add to the intimidation.
he's like,
factor.
oh my god, this is a foofy. Man.
Fluffy rat. Ah!
Hopefully we do, but doubt it.
Your magical characteristic is reduced by 1.
That's for how many minutes?
10.
Okay, that's fine.
So permanent. That'd be a bit harsh.
That'd be
Especially on the minor
cancer.
table.
Permanent? You permanently lose a magic dice. It's like I can
Yeah,
literally
right.
only get like a set number of those before the game ends.
Oh yeah, no, wouldn't that be funny if that was on the minor table and there was a wizard who just always managed to get that and he has 0 magic die at that point?
All right.
They're not a wizard anymore.
Describe to us the dwarf's reaction to the magical spit.
You're not a wizard anymore, Harry. You're just a abused British child.
Oh, mate, me teeth are
You're just an
crooked.
abuse victim now.
There was that cool little idea, the fan theory that Harry wakes up underneath the stairs again, and it's like it was all just a dream. Like, wow, that's Scottish.
That's really dark, actually. His life is miserable that he has to escape it in his
Yeah.
dreams.
It was like that one fan theory about StarCraft where actually the last game was just Jim drinking himself to death.
I mean, I almost half think he'd prefer that. The oblivion of it all.
Wasn't there a similar one for Breaking Bad where the actor then wakes up in, is it Malcolm in the Middle as the dad again, just like, oh, that was an interesting dream, honey.
To be fair, that's the problem. I could never really enjoy Breaking Bad because I could only see that guy as the dude from Malcolm in the Middle.
Which
And on
is
the
a
one hand,
shame, because he's a good actor.
yeah, but on the one hand, it made a certain perverse sense because that man
It
had a
actually
sad,
did.
terrible life.
No, it did, because that's the character he was at the start of the show.
Yes, basically, that was rather terrible. The dwarf looks at you, his eyes open for a moment, but then they narrow again quite quickly. You may have revealed something to him that you perhaps should not have.
I'm rolling with the intention that he understands what chaos magic looks like.
He gets the gist. Trying to threaten me now, deceiver. You've done your worst.
As he says
Kill
that,
me.
you know, trying to look intimidating, I'll snap my fingers and conjure sausage on his shoulder.
Okay.
Just to get him to ruin his
To be fair,
response.
we actually haven't done our worst yet, because I'm pretty sure Skaven don't mind eating things that are alive.
Yeah, that's also true.
I
Well-
know that RBQ doesn't.
I mean, this dwarf has gone through a lot now, but no horror quite like this. As the fat rat appears on his shoulder and begins staring deeply into his eyes. A soul-wrenching scream emits from his little mouth. Turns out he was rat phobia all along.
We found his real weakness. Fat
No,
rat.
specifically this rat. Not any other rat, just this one.
Specifically, magic whoop rats that appear out of nowhere.
It's a hyper-specific fear, but when it pops up, damn does it pop up.
He never really thought he'd have to worry about it, and yet, here we are.
Alright, now that he has rat phobia, now he'll spill beans, right? You know, it's a joke.
Depends on the beans.
What beans were we trying to get again?
I think you're just being sadistic by
No,
now.
I would say,
Yeah, I feel like that's
we
it.
got our questions
Hang on,
answered.
No, we did ask him another question.
Oh, what's
We
that,
were trying
Dinko?
to ask him what the ring and the altar did.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Tell us what the ring does and I'll make the fat rat go away.
I think you can hear nothing but loud screams.
You can't even think. If that's the case, I would like to almost summon a vermintide, but that would just devour him.
We could let RBQ just nibble on his toes.
Suck gently on his toes. God, that's all.
He's one of those dogs, one of those retarded ones.
Just like chewing a toe or two.
I never forget that torture technique where they basically heat up a bucket on someone's stomach and have the rat shoot through the stomach.
Yeah, that was nasty. You pick up a little sausage from his shoulder and hold him at a little bit of distance for a while, long enough for him to gasp out that they don't really know anything about the carving, but it sounds like the carving they were sent to look for, and that's about it. He doesn't know about the carving. Like, he hasn't seen the carving. He hasn't figured out what the carving is either.
Okay, so they don't know.
I'm assuming if we managed to get the warrior, we might have gotten more information, but the one we captured was just a basic bitch guard. So he probably doesn't know that much.
Hired help.
You have but yourself some time, my little spiky friend, and now you will become, not rat food for now. Yeah, look at that.
Did you just say meow?
Yeah, a little bit.
Meow.
Right, meow. Right.
He's gonna start meowing. It's a nightmare.
Kibby noises.
Instead of just saying squeak, you just go, or randomly just go, meow meow.
He is insane.
Like he's actually crazy. Oh heavens.
It makes sense with what he sees at night sometimes with the catboy demons popping up in his dreams.
Yeah, it's true.
It's true.
Very well. He has bought himself some time for what, Kyle?
I'm leaving it vague for him. And so he's just like, what? Well, vague time for what?
Well, that's silly.
If you're asking me, it's because I'll let Hans turn him into a little agent for us, if we can break him, that is. It's risky keeping him alive. If he escapes, he'll tell many stories about how we can summon demons now. Oh my god.
If he escapes, he'll kill you in your sleep. But that's a risk Kyle is willing to take.
It is. So I presume you tell Gnarl that he's going to be kept alive, yes?
Yep.
How very nice. And gentle even. Kind, maybe.
So are we keeping him, and is the torture session done?
For
Yep.
now, it sounds like.
Okay. I had another idea, but oh well.
Well, you go ahead.
The thing is,
what is it?
I think it's more that we got to the extent of his knowledge rather than
Yeah.
we could have gone further.
Thing is, we needed to extract every piece of information he possibly could have because, well, we need to understand our adversary and where he stands because it's been a long time since we've gotten up to date with what the little fat dwarf is doing.
Also, since he knows that we are the party that Zephyr is looking for, we can't just let him go.
One thing that Gnarl would ask Karsnicket, check to make sure he does not have the tracking ward that the residents of Port Pungent had when they were released.
Okay. I will do a magical sense on him and his items. Talents. Oh. Yes. Magical sense. I don't really want to use another fate, to be honest. So we'll hope for Dev to have better luck than me.
Okay. Let's see now.
Two degrees of success. You find a tracking wood, but a far more crude and simplistic one, worked into the hem of his chest piece, into the armor.
Okay, so it's not on him, it's on his gear.
Yes, and it's a very crude one. Like, it's not actively tracking, but it could be used to pinpoint a position if a spell is cast, so it's not currently active.
So this could be a spell piece, article that we could just break and then the runes wouldn't work.
Yes.
Honestly, I don't think the armor is worth that much. I don't mind breaking it.
I would also recommend we do the same for all the other war gear from the other fallen Dowie.
Probably a good idea.
Okay. We will destroy all the wards. Or tracking spells.
You may have covered your tracks this time, but next time you will forget, and then I will ambush you with a party of dwarfs.
I mean, if they were anything like they were last time with the caravan, or not caravan, we don't know if they were caravan guards. But they had the same equipment, roughly. Shouldn't be too hard.
He says.
It's true. This has been like the equivalent of like Chaos Dwarf Super Champions pop up in that ambush. It's like, well, piss.
You have leveled up. So has the world.
It's the joke of the like 7 sword masters just chilling out in like the back alley of some town. It's like, why are you here?
Nothing else to do on a Saturday night, frankly.
Apparently. Yeah, that would be the only thing that Gnarl would be concerned about after, and since we found the tracking wards and broke them, we're good.
Okie dokie. That sounds reasonable. Is there anything else you would like to do at this point, or will you pass time until the ward, the tracky thingy magic thing is done? Yes, magic thing. There you go.
The ritual.
The ritualistic ritual of magic.
Well, will his hair eventually grow back?
Sure,
I presume
eventually.
so.
Okay. Because if he was really being uncooperative, if we wanted to really send him back with a message, we could burn his face.
So his
then it
hair wouldn't
grow
grow
back
back.
ever again.
Would also
Yeah,
cut
that's
out
kind of
his
what I was
tongue.
hinting at.
Yeah.
But
And we do have like localized things that'll burn. Like I have my black powder. You just pour that like just where his beard would be and then light it on fire. So he only has scar tissue where a beard would be.
it might blow parts of his face off.
That's fine. That's fine.
Heaven forbid we just use a torch and just burn it traditionally.
Or the ghostly flame. We don't need to
Yeah,
use
no,
it
but the
much.
ghostly flame just around his beard.
You truly are awful people.
I don't mind trying to use him as the subject of my torture sessions from when we get to Red Eye Mountain.
Not to
assuming
mention,
we can
if he
be there.
survives the sessions and we manage to break him, he could prove a useful resource.
I was
but
actually
we'll see.
thinking if he did manage to survive that long, he is at least not as monstrous as we appear.
That too. Sounds like a plan, Stan.
Yes, but for now, I think it's just back to waiting until the ritual circle is done.
Alrighty then. Kyle and Dev, Ratita, and Kasnikit return to their magical duties of finishing everything up with the circle. It is a wonderful circle. It takes you quite a while. It takes you even a little bit longer than you had thought it would take, as the seal drinks up the magic greedily. And you pour more and more in there, and it just gobbles it all up like a fat woman at McDonald's. It's awful.
Damn.
But eventually, Super Size Me is finished as a movie, and you succeed in sending the fat man to the hospital.
Beautiful.
Batman sent himself.
That is pretty much true. Now, you've eaten nothing but McDonald's for like 6 months? Yeah. Your body's a bit of a mess. Yeah. I still like that movie. It's still funny.
I remember having to watch that in high school.
It's still funny. After many hours of this pouring, you begin to see an effect as the patterns begin to glow, all eerie-like, all, movie special effects-like. Yeah. You understand how
Are we
these things
talking
work.
Michael Bay or more subdued?
Not quite Michael Bay. If it was glowing to that level, I'd have to re-light up the entire map, frankly.
It's like, roll to see if you turn blind.
Can you resist the ocular impairment? The light begins to spread across the walls, across the room, up the altar, and begins to glow lightly and fulminate. It seems to be some sort of diagram that's being outlined in front of you.
Hmm. Make thing happen, Birch. Good.
So it's a magical outline along the wall, yes?
Yes.
What do we do with it? Do we know? Push on it? Feel it? Touch it? Lick it? Sniff it? Bop it? Boop it?
I don't know. Do you?
I don't know.
You
Do
may do all of these things if you wish, I suppose.
And you
I would suggest we get a
suppose.
sketch or a... no, it's along the wall, so I don't imagine like a rubbing would work.
Well, will it react to the ring?
Yeah, good point.
Okay. You can try to apply the ring to it. That's
Okay,
Dev's cue to be like, I'm gonna do this thing.
I'll rub the ring on the wall,
Just on the wall itself.
Scrapes
on
it
the
the
glowy
wall.
parts.
Right. Much like a video game tutorial, the glowy part grows more insistent in the area you're supposed to be putting the ring.
Hey, listen.
Is there actually a spot for the ring to go?
There is an area where the ring begins glowing more fervently than the other. Now, as you rub your ass against the wall, seeing as the ring is mounted on your tail, this
Well,
was
no,
not how
was
this
taken off
machinery
before.
was intended to work. It really was not.
The ring was taken off earlier, so I can put the ring in the spot.
The ring begins to react to the fanciful carvings scattered all over, and the light begins to glow and ebb and flow closer to the ring, as if forming some sort of matrix around it. The ring itself starts to glow a light, eerie blue before the ring's light suddenly shoots outwards to seemingly suck in all the other light, which gathers in the ring at tremendous speed. With a crashing sound of air rushing in to fill the void, poor little Ratata falls back to the ground as the ring grows dim in his hands.
Wait, is the ring no longer magical?
Why would you think so?
Because it grew dim.
But it did sucky.
Hey,
So shouldn't it be more magical, not less?
Oh, I thought the altar absorbed the ring's power, not the
No,
ring
no,
absorbed
no.
the
Art said
altar.
that the ring absorbed it.
more
Okay.
magically,
So
Magical
does the altar calm down then?
The altar does calm down. The room grows dark once more, and you're back in the pitch darkness where you belong, I suppose.
Okay. So can I inspect the ring to see what it's doing now?
You can. Over a thundering headache, you hold up the ring to your eyes to inspect, and you can feel it pulling at you now. Like it's not like obvious, like you can't drag you along or anything, but you'll have a subtle understanding of wherever the ring wants to go, and it clearly has a destination in mind now.
Should I put this thing on? I have a feeling it
On?
might be bad if I put it on.
Can you take it off, you mean?
Well, no, I did take it off.
Why did you
Yeah.
take it off?
Yeah, I took it off to put it into the spot on the wall.
And now it's on your finger.
I didn't put it back on.
No, you didn't.
God did.
Okay, how did it get back on my finger?
Magic.
It just appeared there?
No, more like it melded with you as you were rubbing it.
Okay. And I assume I can't take it off?
You assume correctly. This is that kind of plot.
Is it? Is it that
You
kind
may
of
even
plot?
say that Dev has become the ring bearer.
Rattata, if you really want the ring off, Gnarl can help you. but it will require some sacrifice.
You just chop a
your part.
finger.
Yeah.
Just chop a finger off.
Yeah, I've seen this little, not this exact, but cursed items like this.
You know what'd
The
be
sword they
funny?
can't drop.
You
so they
chop it
the
off
hand
on one finger, it just teleports to the next one. Like, sorry, sorry, sorry,
well,
Reddita. All of them
You
gotta
keep chopping
go.
off limbs until there's only one member left it can go on.
He goes onto his neck. It goes onto... So like,
Okay,
I lost
so-
all me fingies.
I've now got a cursed ring against my will on my hand or my finger.
This is like
Yeah,
you being pregnant in that
presumptuous
other
of you to assume
RP.
The ring's cursed.
Dev gets
Yeah.
raped
Well,
into
I
things
can't
all the
take it
time.
off. That's kind of a curse, isn't it?
Curse is such a negative sounding word. Consider yourself enchanted with a ring instead.
Maybe it gives you another magic dice. What does it do?
It eats all your magic. It's like, her.
That's kind of gay.
How else do you think it sustains itself?
Okay, well, I do have the dispel spell. I can probably try dispelling it off my finger.
Oh my god,
Probably can.
he's so focused on getting rid of it.
Well,
See
I
what
can't take it off.
See what it does
Spell
first.
erases everything on the ring. Have to start all over again.
See what it does first. Maybe it's positive. You don't know.
Here's the. I suspect because they were talking about a map. The ring basically pulls you in the direction that the map's pointing to.
Okay.
Yeah, and
well,
if you cut off your finger, the finger will just start
So-
floating there.
since since I can't take it off, and I seem to know where the ring is going, I'll just look at it and be like, "Well, all right, where do you want to go?"
The ring does not answer.
No, I think it's more that it's like you get like a feeling that you want to go a certain direction.
Yes.
Okay. What feeling do I have?
Well, you want to leave this place first and foremost.
Good start.
Hold on. Is there no feeling beyond just leaving the room?
Hey, it's a primitive form of GPS, okay?
This is like a
Oh,
low
no.
time preference spirit inside this ring.
No. It's worse because like imagine like our characters have a mini mapping game. It's just like you need to be in this area. It's like thanks. Anywhere specific? No.
But you definitely can't be here.
Okay, so Kibbs, you and I should look at this situation, see if we can figure anything out with our academic knowledge.
Using skills.
Dick, help me, I'm scared. Oh, well, you got it. But I'll roll just to be sure in case I can get a better result. But I can.
I can confirm this is funny.
You have indeed both heard of magical items like these that enchant a person. You know, for example, that they've been used by eccentric wizards who lose their car keys and need to find them again. It's not a particularly necessarily uncommon magic, but it usually doesn't involve attaching itself physically to a person.
Do we know anything else?
No, you can't really discern like any direction or information really about what the ring wants from here. All you know is that it will probably guide you wherever it wants to go.
I can ignore it, right?
Sure.
Okay.
For now.
Well, maybe I'll just ignore it then. I'll just pretend. You know what I'll do? I'll paint the ring the same color as my skin, and we'll forget this ever happened.
That is certainly one strategy. Whether or not it will be applicable in the long term is a different question.
Now I know that we already magical sensed all this before, but I could probably roll that again just to see if we get any more information out of this, right? Because it is like technically a new thing now,
Sure.
right?
So like instead of like doing the area, you want to like look at like where the lights on the wall were specifically. Is that what you're thinking?
No, I just want to see if my rather than my academic knowledge of magic, if my senses of magic pick anything new up.
Okay. Well, the area now feels completely inert. Like the density is gone and the energy is gone. Like the area now feels just like dead rock.
So, normal rock.
Yeah.
Yeah, unless, there are species of living rock somewhere in the vicinity. Which there are living rocks in Warhammer, just in case you're wondering.
My
Living
God.
rocks. Those grudge boulders or whatever that the dwarves had.
All right. Well, unless actually, Kibbs, we both have dispel. So unless you want to try to dispel it, there's nothing more we can do right now.
I would say let's not dispel it for now until once we have the thing it gives us to, and we don't need anymore, then dispel it. You know what I mean? Get rid of it.
Okay.
Such haste to get rid of this thing.
Right, now we head back to the town, I guess. With our new little slave.
Hey, just because Dev is enchanted doesn't mean he's a slave.
Damn. Sorry, Dev. It's not a personal key. Put you in shackles.
Okay, you can head back to the town where the guards are quite pleased to see you. Really, it's like, oh, back already? Did you find anything? Looks at the dwarf walking behind you.
Just a new slave. And some other spiky dowie.
He looks at you. Spiky, Dowie?
Yes.
Should probably give them a debriefing as to what went down and what.
And then we'll proceed to debrief them to the fact that there are genocidal spiky dowie, as we call them, that are on a evil crusade to exterminate all rats. Yes.
The dude looks at you, raises one more eyebrow slowly to join the other. So, you ran into dwarves in Underway. Now, dwarves want to eradicate Skaven kind.
Yes.
Coincidence?
I mean, no. Regular dowie wish to exterminate rats. This is only just a new mutation, if you will. There's no coincidence.
Mutation.
Since when has another
evil
race
strain of
not wanted to
species,
wipe out the
mutation.
entire species? Yeah, look at him. Point at his little scraggly teeth. Wiggle a little.
The skepticism remains, but different kind of dwarves. Yeah. Explains why they are out here. But why were they out here? Simply for a genocidal party. They were seemingly quite short in numbers.
That is what we are trying to determine ourselves. Unfortunately, this one knows little, and will only make a slave, which we perhaps gain more further insight into this incursion. Squeak.
All right, the guard master looks over at the dwarf and looks back at one of his guys and ask why he here. The Skaven asks him why he's here in very poor Khazalid. The dwarf does not respond. He just looks at him strangely.
This one does not speak that filthy Khazalid tongue. Speaks different tongue.
Different filthy tongue.
Yeah, different heretical language.
This is when the translator rat just gets sad. It's like, yes, more savage speak. I need to learn.
Yep.
Indeed, he gets a quick slap on the back of the head. Like, why no speak that language? Oh, sorry, sir. We'll learn.
Limited funding when going to rat school.
Do we even know if Graysdale speaks truth? Different breed of dwarfs? Is he mad? Only one breed of dwarfs, obviously.
Literally gestures to its fangs.
Eh.
This one's spiky.
Interbreeding amongst family members would explain this. Seen it in my cousins, yes.
Seen it in my gut.
He doubts us. Doubts the grace here.
Do not doubt, squeak. Slaps a rat.
The thing, jokes
Cruel.
aside, like, wouldn't chaos dwarves be relatively common knowledge for Skaven?
Certain Skaven.
Not for Skavendom in general, no. Like, the Chaos Dwarves keep to themselves.
They're fairly isolationists.
Oh, so dwarves.
Yes, they're
Even
not
more
particularly
so.
fond of going anywhere. And the Dwarves, they're a common sight to the Skaven, but the Skaven have very little presence in the Darklands because, well, they're
Alright, right
shit.
up. That's something I just kind of assumed it's like they would know at least a little bit about them, but alright. If they're hyper isolationists, that's it is what it is.
It is what Hans wishes
Oh,
to make of it.
So it's like dwarf.
Actually, no,
like here.
because Gnarl's backstory, actually, he was living in that city that Zafur controls for a little bit.
Yes.
So I guess Gnarl could actually speak up then and say, they are in the northeast, right? I'm trying to remember like our actual geography from here, from Red Eye Mountain. Or is it north?
It's more eastwards. They're quite directly.
These particular dwarven people live far, far to the east of here. Do not like to mingle with their western cousins. Rather hate them, something fierce. And other species. Hate many species, actually.
Hate all species. Quite bigoted, squeak.
Just hate him.
They are ratist.
Well, at least they are consistent.
At least consistency. Respect the hustle.
That's very valuable indeed. All right. Well, he promises that he'll set up a meeting with the clan chief. In the meantime, you'll have to take up residence in a local little inn. He'll speak with the innkeeper to make sure you're treated as guests and stay for free. Yes. Speak with clan lord tomorrow. Busy schedule.
Squeak, squeak.
squeak of
Squeak,
the feet.
squeak. Alright.
I suppose times passes.
Adopt a cat.
Adopt a cat.
Right. The morrow arrives, and you get to go to your meeting with the clanlord, who is, like all clanlords you've met so far, remarkably overweight.
Remarkably fat and just sort of lounging about, huh?
Yep.
He didn't really have anything he was busy with yesterday. He just wanted to lounge.
Turns
Well,
out when Skaven
no,
becomes successful, they tend to grow a bit indulgent.
You see, their schedule was already booked that day. They had to eat, they had to nap, they had to eat again. Like, that's important shit.
Certainly
just-
more important than some upstart Gracier, that's for sure.
Like, you don't skip snack time.
Sure.
At least somebody understands. What do you wish to speak to the clan lord about? As he looks down upon you, quite imperiously. Honored Gracier guest, heard, did commendable service to my gods. Yes, you have my thanks, even more so as I heard you refused reward.
Yes, I wished a humble audience with you. What are his titles? Recites the entire list of titles in perfect order. Yes. He is a Skaven Lord, which means he has several titles. Great Savior, Protector of the Realm, Protector, etc.
Protector of the Underway, the Under Empire, all of it.
Yeah, the realm. The entire of it. Okay, I assume formalities are over, right? Yes?
He looks at you, bored.
Well, it's not my fault he has got like several dozen titles.
Crumb falls from the side of his face.
Alright, I'd be like, we wished an audience with you in hopes of a formal alliance, perhaps, to strengthen each other. Yes, yes.
Formal alliance, huh? Asking for quite a lot there, little boy.
Formal alliance, trade deals, etc. Shared map information, so I can see what's over on the side of the map. So I can see what's over.
Disabling of the fog of war, huh?
Yeah, don't want that pesky FOW mechanic. Get rid of that. Shared technology, you know. Add that to the list. No, I'm kidding. Yeah. And
he looks at you. I was not aware the Great Seer was a representative of any Warren. Looks over at his advisor, which cringes away in fear immediately.
It's like it wasn't on map.
I had no knowledge of this.
I'll regale him a short summary of the tales of the founding of our Warren, you know, so he knows kind of, you know, that we have a Warren. We've come from Hellpit, etc. The far north. Yes, squeak.
You come from Hellpit?
We're not Hellpit. The one in the north, right? That's where we came from to set up this this base.
I think the charitable way to interpret what he was saying is that we traveled from Hellpit to Sevastro.
Yep.
Ah. Yes. Set up house under man Warren, did you? Quite peculiar. Fetishistic in nature, but
Profitable.
can see benefit of weird man things above.
Gullible fools, those pink, filthy man things. Yes, yes.
Notice thanks to his dealings with Anatoly.
Indeed, fool. Emphasis underscore.
Emphasis.
Bold
Drunkard
letters.
Now, the great Grace here will excuse my ignorance in this matter, but struggle to see benefit in formal alliance between our own grand under empire and your charming abode.
He wanted to say backwater.
Backwater. Understandable that you may not see, and I'll be like, but as you can tell, and I'll gesture to the slave with the scraggly teeth, there are vile, new, short things that have become quite a nuisance in recent months. Yes. Yes, yes. I'm sure you've had your dealings of them yet? Squeak? Different in stature, a bit more aggressive than their cousins?
Well, they haven't really dealt with the Chaos Dwarves much. They have dealt with the Dwarves a little bit. He doesn't seem necessarily like he's biting right off the bat, at least. Dwarves have always been nuisance in these parts, though not these which you claim to be unique, different dwarves. Recent raids on caravans, exception to a rule.
They
May
are
perhaps even think arrival simultaneously to be suspicious.
understandable. Perhaps if we aid you in your problems with the filthy Dowie, you can likewise consider this proposal I have for you.
An extraordinarily bushy eyebrow wiggles suggestively.
We are quite skilled in dealing with Dowie.
Gnarl in his head just thinks the royal we.
Really?
Royally. A mischievous little light emerges in his fat, pudgety eyes. Well, there is one possible thing you could help my grand Warren with. The recent kerfuffle at Red Eye Mountain has grown quite kerfuffly. Yes.
Okay.
Listen, he believes himself to be quite the poet, all right? But he might not necessarily be able to demonstrate these abilities.
He knows that this is something that the high-end society does. He just doesn't know how to do it, really.
That few months ago, the warlord of Clan Moore, an impudent sock puppet, and the warlord Nordwill passed through my territory. Caused all kinds of havoc and damages on the way. I tried to prevent his mistreatment of beloved subjects, of course. There's a light snicker from a corner somewhere. But he brought many clan rats with him, cowardly strength in numbers, truly were not willing to face my grandiosity on the field of personal combat.
Uh-huh.
One of his advisors chimes up. Excuse me, Lord, did you not offer food and privileges to Warlord Nordwill? I thought we friends with them now, allies. Even one glance over at him, and a pair of storm mermaids go over, grab hold of the advancer, and drag him out of the room.
I have a feeling a new job just opened up in his administration.
Where were we? Yes, disloyal servants. Hard to find good help these days. Warlord Nordwell owes my clan a restitution, I believe. Yes, for services rendered. If you can convince him to grant suitable recompense, then an alliance may be worthwhile with such skilled diplomats and grazier. Yes.
This sounds most interesting. Perhaps you can give us more details onto where and how many men they have, or rats, squeak.
Men?
Good correction of rats.
Exactly 0.
Precisely, you know.
Exactly. For any further information, we'll make this clean and swift.
Clean and swift, indeed. He looks a pinch surprised for a moment, but oh, yes, of course. We'll furnish with all available information, obviously. Wish for good outcome for all parties involved. Yes. Warlord Nordwell passed through my territory with some 10,000 of his clan rats, a petty, mangy sort, of course. Advisor will... looks over at empty advisor slot. Servant will furnish with further information.
Uh-huh.
Well, you you find yourself with a servant next to you. He's still holding a mop and bucket in his little furred paws. All relevant information will be given to you by this handsome rat thing. Consider yourself promoted. Now, I have a vital, important meeting with third dinner ahead of me, so you will have to excuse my grandiosity.
Yes, great. All right, we'll turn towards the servant as we make a leave.
The servant quiveringly follows.
He better tell us what we want to hear, or he will find himself dead. All right, I look at Gnarl and I'm like, you can extract the details. Yes.
I guess Nara will first look at the recently promoted advisor. Congratulations on promotion. I advise give us accurate information. Make things smoother for both parties. Yes, yes.
The servant quivers a little bit gently, and of course, we'll help to best of my abilities. We'll provide accurate information as best as possible. Gnarl, you catch a little glance between the recently promoted advisor and a large storm vermin standing nearby, who is shaking his head slightly. In numbers difficult to find, however. We'll do best.
Uh-huh.
After a little bit of conferring together with the storm vermin, he comes back and goes, "Must excuse his great grandiosity. The day Nardwell traveled through our great empire was busy day, much ruling affairs, you see. Yes. Life of a great warlord never rests. No. The warlord in Nordwell's party, you see, was much smaller than his grandiosity thought. Mere couple hundred scraggly rats, yes. No problem for brave warriors such as yourself, Self.
No.
I'm just writing it down. Yeah, a few hundred. If his numbers were a few hundred, and his grand generosity claimed 10,000, minor discrepancy in estimated strength.
Minor discrepancy, indeed. Well, grandiosity's eyesight not what it used to be.
That may be true. His grandiosity has surely earned his position, but surely his advisors would have keener eyes and be able to make sure they had an accurate count for his grandiosity to ensure he could evaluate.
Evaluate. He gives you a glance as if to say, like, listen, I've only been in this job for 5 minutes.
No, he was there when he was promoted.
This complicates matters somewhat. All right. Again, precise numbers difficult to ascertain, but rest assured, Warlord Nordwell, strength of Clan Moors greatly exaggerated. I hear shrinking clan day by day. Yes. This is not exactly the rumors you've heard, but
I was going to say, if I remember right, we were told Clan Morris is on the rise. And not just with regular Skaven, but particularly Storm Vermin.
Again, as you said, minor discrepancies.
A few zeros here and there, you know?
Easily explained by bad eyesight.
Right. Yes, his bad eyesight. He mentioned that multiple times. I'm pausing as I'm trying to decide if Nara would just basically say, ah, fuck it, and just try to talk to the storm vermin.
Might be better, honestly.
You know what? No, Nara always decided, no. This new advisor, he's growing into his position. He'll walk over to said storm vermin. New advisor appears to not know things that he should for a person in his position. Perhaps you could tell us more accurately how many Skaven did this. Ah, crap! I forgot. What was specifically the chieftain's name for Clan Wars?
Nordwell.
This Nordwell brought with him.
The Stormhammer just looks to you and sighs heavily. Listen, brother,
Fellow Black Rat.
fellow Black. We must stick together in these trying times. Many incompetent bosses out there.
No, not.
Mine, particularly, perhaps so on occasion.
I understand. We have to ensure that they don't make too many mistakes.
And on that point, your boss not sharpest tool in shed either. Accepting deal to extort warlord of Clan Moors, whose champion is quick head taker, most ferocious rat in Under Empire, particularly dum-dum.
Agreed. Minor ambitious offer from Gracia Koshnikit. Minor ambition. Slightly shoots for stars.
Shoots for stars. I like that one.
Yeah, the stars are in a different galaxy, though.
The thing is, in Skavendom, it's like there's precedent for that statement.
That's true. Ambition is not necessarily negative. The Storm Merman just puts his hand on your shoulder in a very brotherly parental gesture. Listen, probably best if forget all about Promise. His grandiosity not quite so influential as he occasionally believes. Unlikely he would send many assassins after you.
Nara will nod at this. It's like, yes, after a while, it's becomes sunk costs, just not worth effort.
And then again, might be other opportunities. He leans in rather conspiratorially. Grandiosity was requested to deliver rations to army passing through. Grandiosity, in his infinite wisdom and girth, complied with demands, but kept a little bit extra for himself. Perhaps if Great Warlord Nordwell was to hear rumors, suggestions with no particular origin about these things, he might be able to uncover discrepancies and might find more suitable replacements for his grandiosity. Replacements who are very near and immediately in front of you, who would consider your requests far more favorably.
No,
Eyebrows wiggling.
No, he understands what his fellow Black Skaven is putting down. Yes, very hard to argue with so many Skaven that are very loyal to a particular Clan Moors chieftain. Particularly when they have all those soldiers right here.
Would be easy indeed, were there to be some sort of insults against Grand Clan Moorsness.
I will make note of this opportunity and thank my fellow Black Skaven. As you mentioned, got to keep an eye out for each other, because Horned Rat knows Skaven won't do it for us.
He shakes his head. No, them damned whites.
It's true. Queek might have point about Grayseers, but don't let Grayseers hear you say that.
Gnarl's diplomatic skills have uncovered at least some new information.
To be fair, that's not even exactly what I was going for, but you know what? It went in a pleasant direction.
In an opportune direction.
Well, I made you do it. Now, we obviously aren't gonna betray the big cheese. Not this guy. The clan dude here is a nobody. But the guy that we're going to has like a bajillion dudes and is more powerful and is probably more influential than this guy. And I think we'll do the old Skaven tradition of throwing this big fat guy under the bus.
And my notes, I just refer to him as his grandiosity.
His dediosity is what it's going to be. And then this
Dead.
new rat will be more... what's the word? Willing ally, yes.
Grateful. Reciprocatory.
Yep. Honestly, this is kind of the way I was actually hoping this would all turn out anyways, because...
Yeah, it's like when he said, it's like, Clan Moors, like, insulted us, we demand reparations.
oh,
like,
fuck, yeah, no. We're not
It's
gonna help
like-
him.
It's like, okay, I can take on a few people. I don't know if Gnarl, even though he's a bit broken, I don't think he's Queek broken.
The minute he said that was the minute I've already made the...
Oh, no, as
the
soon
thing
as
in
he said his
mental note is like,
champion is
yeah.
Queek head taker, it's like,
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure all of Skavendom knows of Queek.
But the thing is, we don't want to tell him that. He'll think that we're gonna go on a suicide mission. And we're going to betray Fat Fuck.
To be fair, I didn't necessarily promise him that I would do that. I just said I'd keep his opportunity in mind.
Plus, having Clan Moors closer as an ally will be much more beneficial than this one. As is our custom of our party, we backstab our way to the top. Yes.
Hey, that's just Skavens. Just keep backstabbing when you get a better offer.
Damn right. Sounds like
They
a
don't ever
plan.
they don't ever like bite you in the ass. Never.
I mean, if it doesn't, then you're not playing Skaven right. Because you need to fail down and up. That's the true Skaven way.
And who knows, if you get super lucky, you'll succeed.
True. This is very true. And if we don't succeed, someone else tries down the line will.
Someone else more daring will. Or at the
And-
very least try it.
Very true, very true. Now that we're better than Arch in every conceivable way, we will proceed to head back to the tavern. So, why do you throw knives at me?
I
And
don't
guess-
understand why you didn't accept his generosity's offer.
We were never going to accept it to begin with.
But why though?
Because the minute he said that he wanted us to attack one of the most powerful clans in the Under Empire is the minute I decided that I'm going to betray him. So,
to be fair, he didn't say attack. He just said that we should get reparations from them.
Yeah.
Diplomatically. Which, in Skavendom doesn't really mean anything, because violence is also on the table for diplomacy.
I mean, this is generally the modus operandi. You go to a Skaven warren, well, regardless of stature. You promise to help them in exchange for thing, and you weigh the offer of their offer against the person that they want you to do in for you. And then if the person that they want you to do in is more valuable, then you go to the person and then present the information to them.
And just so I understand the hierarchy here, basically what the Storm Vermin was insinuating is that if we tell Clan Moors that the food they were promised wasn't actually offered, that they would basically complain to the higher clan or the people up the chain from him, and then he'll get replaced. Was I understanding that right?
No, he was probably suggesting more that Clan Moors would do what they usually do to people who don't obey them. And you should also suggest to Clan Moors that there might be someone willing to take the Grandiosity's place and do a better job.
Ah, okay. Fair enough.
He will do a much better job. He will ensure that Clan Moors gets everything they want.
Who knows? There
That's
might
his
be
only fault.
a black Skaven chieftain here soon.
That might indeed very well be within the realms of possibility. And that would be nice, wouldn't it? To see a little bit of representations amongst the underrepresented classes.
Hovers
Well,
over opinion
some black
icon, it's like
rats.
+5 for same fur color.
Plus
Yep.
5 for Springburg. I mean, you did get a racial bonus, unironically.
It's true.
And hey, if you do nothing, he hasn't really ventured anything particularly bad either. Even if you were to turn around and go to his grandiosity, no, he would just look shocked and go, "No, never." It is, however, a nice little opportunity for a promotion, potentially. And who wouldn't take it? It is, after all, merely suitable. Now, since we do have some other plans for the evening, and I do need to finish up some of my own work, and we've got like 20 minutes till Dev needs to bounce, I think I'll get started on the Superchats for now. Unless
Sounds good.
anyone has anything immediate.
No, don't think so.
The only thing I will do is I'll just drop the links for the Skaven minis again while you do the supers, and that'll be it. Yeah, go ahead.
Yes.
Yes, I have
Oh
set up
wait,
the
one
channel
thing,
in-
XP
hold on.
actually.
Oh.
XP.
There's two things actually, Kibs.
I have set up the channel in Arch's server now. So if you paint the minis and you want to show them off and you want us to maybe bring them up on the stream, then post them in there.
Yep. And about the XP, yes.
Just wait.
What do you want?
Kibs,
Jeff.
you and I are gonna try to dispel this ring. Let's get our mojos going.
What? No, we're not.
Yes, we are.
No, we're not.
Yes, we are.
We're gonna use that ring first, then we dispel it.
Well, yeah, but I want to see if I can at least get it off my fucking finger. We can
Well, if
still
you-
use it.
I don't want you to dispel it because you might break it.
I'm dispelling the ring.
All right, you're doing it, but I'm not helping because I don't think that's a good idea.
Okay.
Hope his fingy falls off.
I'm gonna dispel the ring, and I'll roll one extra with dark magic. Well, that's exactly it. I'll roll one more d10.
I don't think for magic there's like critical successes. It's just if you hit the target number or not.
Yeah, I know, but I have dark magic, so I can roll a third and drop the lowest. So that's 15, and the casting is 13. So I did it. I dispelled.
Well, did you?
We did it. You cast spell on the ring.
Is it broken?
No, but Ratcha's finger is.
No, no.
Wait, is my finger actually broken?
Yes.
It
Why?
snaps your
How many
finger.
wins does he take?
Because the ring didn't fucking like that.
I warned you.
It tightens violently.
Okay. Write down broken fingy. Right.
Hold on.
How much
does it
damage
tighten-
does he take?
How much damage?
The crunching of bone can be audibly heard as it seemingly crushes a part of your finger and then latches on very tightly. It's painful.
Russell chuckles.
How much damage?
Just
How
one.
much damage
One.
he said.
Words don't do.
Is my
To be
finger
fair-
permanently crippled, or will it like let go and let it heal normally?
As long as you don't do anything else to it, it'll let go eventually.
To be fair, the fact that it actually did a point of damage is kind of substantial for what it's actually doing to your body.
Mm-hmm. I kind of want to cut it off my finger now. I'll be okay with one less finger. I'll be fine.
Dev, come on, man up. He's like, yes, and cut off my finger. It's like, God damn it, Dev.
Yes, I can take it.
You can't get that
Gnarl, I
finger
can take it,
back.
Don't worry.
Roll willpower to see if you actually.
I
can.
kind of hope it just transfers itself to the other finger.
Wait, hold on. So right in the middle of the tavern, I'll drink some alcohol and then I'll put it like on the edge of the table. I'll just,
Alright.
just chop it right in the middle of the tavern for everyone to watch.
Are you actually
Eats
doing
his
that for
chip
real though?
treasure.
Seems extreme.
Are you sure, Dev? You can't stop. Like, I don't think it's gonna be that bad, honestly.
Hmm.
It's up to you, though. You do what you want.
We'll see. We'll see. So casting Dispel on it made it. So it got angry and crunched my finger. But did it do like any noticeable damage to
It-
the ring?
Oh, okay. To the
No.
ring? Probably not.
No.
The
So
ring
it hurt him.
seems fine. It's a little bloody right now, but beyond that,
It's
Yeah,
not
'cause
its blood.
crunched. God damn it. Okay.
so I mean, it would probably thank you for your consideration, but no, it feels pretty good.
Hmm. Well, I mean, if it reacted badly, it probably didn't like that. So maybe, like, if dispelling it did nothing to it, it wouldn't have reacted that way. I assume.
Well, you could always cast a spell on it again, I guess.
Maybe its feelings are hurt. That's about it.
Very possibly.
Hmm. All right. EXP, I guess.
Okay. Well, you've had a story event today. And since Dev failed to cut the ring off his finger, you'll get 200 XP.
Hold on. Would you have got more if I did it?
No, you do have a couple less.
What? Really?
Yes.
How come?
You should have failed at the story, Dev.
Pretty much. You shouldn't cut things off your finger, Dev. Now, I'll move on to the super chat. While everyone's noticed down their XP.
Yep.
I've edited
Yes.
mine.
Ah. Mm-mm.
Very, very well. See here then. Sandu says, by chance, does Cosnicket come with a dunce cap? I mean,
I hope
He doesn't
so.
come with one. He comes with an eye patch.
Yeah. And a horde of rats.
but could there be dunce spelled out on the backside of the eye patch?
I mean, how do you know there isn't? Has anybody ever seen it?
True.
Sure. Nobody knows. Video Holsnader says, just tamed a griffin for the second time. This time will not immediately go into the wyvern trench. See,
Probably what?
griffins are fine, but what you want is one of those snow owl things because they're really zippy.
I've never had one of those.
You can also heal themselves, which is neato cheeto. Good Fox 61. Howdy, Arch, Disco, Hans, Late Boy, Dev, and the Canadian. And the Canadian.
That was like.
Yep.
Real Holsnator. Tractors are fun. Tractors are tools. Tractors are useful. Tractors makes making snow go away easier. That's what tractors are. Charlie Dunn. First time catching guys live. Blame Susan. More murder hoboing, please. And cat noises. We had a little bit of cat noises, but the disco murder hobo did the cats again. Poor cats.
Actually, he's gone to sleep.
Sandu says, I just remembered. Excuse me. I just remembered you all left that Skaven with a magic tracker tied up in the crow's nest of your boat. So probably Skaven skeleton by now. Did he? I don't know.
No, we untied him when we got back. Because he was in the
I got it
tavern.
up.
Are you sure?
Yeah. I mean, you talked to him in the tavern, I remember later. He ain't dead.
He's probably fine. Glow in the Dark says, shave his entire body. Smooth.
I
Cruel.
think we did that.
Yeah, we did.
And unusual. Marked ashamed. Test. YouTube is really cracking down on super chats. Well, that's just YouTube. He also says, Memeology 101, remove hyphens and use numerals. Memeology 101 made a funny video about a certain type of parade floats showing the most cancelable figure. Well, I'm sure that video doesn't exist anymore then, because you do not get to speak about the Trumpalophagus without being taken down. It'll be interesting to see the mainstream media's response. I bet you tomorrow we'll have articles saying that yesterday's shooting is because of Elon Musk's takeover of Twitter. I pretty much guarantee it. Ratmaster Packlord says, hello all, finally caught up on RP, yes. Arch, did you hear what the Black Templars did to the Primaris Marines? I'm still laughing. I heard they killed them, which, to be fair, is the only reaction. It's the same with the Dark Angels. The Dark Angels should not be accepting the Primaris Marines at all, because it's dumb. So it's good to see that at least someone in GW understands. Glow in the Dark says, make his beard into underwear. That would be itchy, I imagine. Coarse. Awful. And Desert Hamster, I take offense to being shaved. Listen, there's actually a sport where you juggle freshly shaved hamsters. All right? This is a thing. It's fine.
That's a very peculiar sport.
I don't know if it's an Olympic event, but I'm pretty sure it's a sport.
If not, we can make it a sport. Come here, Desert Hamster.
Gosh.
Zenothium 15 says, this stream sponsored by Manscaped for all your dwarf torturing needs. I do like Manscaped. I do. They have a good sense of humor. I am willing to take their money in return for saying nice things about their company, because their company's kind of cool. Plus, they send me things to shave myself with, which I do enjoy.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. It is beneficial to shave. Carl says their scraggly face. Like, no, refuse.
Essentially, yes.
Kyle's decided to not shave nor cut his hair until he becomes king of America.
Yep. Gonna be like this big foofball when you finally come over here. I'm like, fuck. It's me, Gib. It's me. Gib man. Oh, damn.
How do we know Kip's not already like that?
It's a good possibility. Could just be a ball foof.
Anybody actually seen him recently?
Glow in the Dark says, Null, cast the ring into the fire, Dev. Dev, no. Dev likes the ring now.
The ring broke his fucking thingy.
Bored.
Axelhead 88, sweet baby cricket portrait found. Squeak also at Dev. How's the baby? Boy, girl, twins, Nosferatu. Pregnant Dev. If Dev didn't want to get pregnant, Dev shouldn't have unprotected sex with people. That was foolish.
Not gonna happen in this game.
It's true.
Actually, let's get Dev wrapped. He's like, no, with the demon baby.
You could be made to become pregnant again.
With enough chaos mutations, I can turn you into a female rat, and you will become our Warren's breeder, if you will.
And finally, Mechanicus on duty says, Arch, I talked to Mr. Welch. He's willing but wants invite before talking about coming onto chat for Archcast. Mr. Welch. Carl, help.
Mr. Welch? Oh, it's like the Welch's drinks, you know, it's like grape juice. Chat's like, that's not what we meant, though. Welch's brand of grape juice. Yes, Chad, I get it now.
Okay. Well, in that case, I guess Kyle will have to go out and buy the grape juice by himself.
Damn. Cruel. Unusual.
Indeed. But nevertheless valuable. It's a lesson learned.
At least it's something.
He sells grape jam, says the chat. Good. Okay. Well, I will wrap it up there then, and hopefully we'll see you all again next week. Thank you all very much for watching, and thank you for your generous donations. And the party will finally arrive at their destination next time. Maybe.
Hopefully.
We'll see.
Depends.
We'll see.
Maybe. Maybe not.